my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too! Hello, everyone.
What's up, dirty dogs?
Hello?
Hello, everyone.
What up, everybody? It's good to see you guys. Well, it looks like our favorite LA City Council meeting again is off. I'm guessing they're taking the day off for Earth Day, I'm guessing, today. They're going to save the Earth. Tommy, I'm wearing your shirt. I told you it wouldn't show up, and here you go, Tommy. I'm sorry, buddy. I like it, but it don't work. It ain't working. Thank you, Tommy, for the shirt, though. I appreciate you. Yeah, and to anybody else that wants to send me a shirt, you guys know I love all the shirts. I wear them all. But please, no yellows, no greens, no fluorescent green, nothing like this, just because this is what happens. You can't really see what's going on. So, minor little mistake. Thank you, Tommy, again. I appreciate your kindness and your supportive personalities. I appreciate everything you do for me, Tommy. Thank you. And we need a chase. Well, yes, Miguel, we do. But, right now the weather is really socked in. It was socked in last night. Still kind of socked in now. So it's hard for even the news to get up. It's not so much even law enforcement, but even law enforcement a lot of times is grounded due to the you'd have that May gray, June gloom months coming here, even though we're at the end of April. That's what we have here now. So, sometimes it burns off quickly. Sometimes it does not. So it is what it is. They're off until Friday. Yeah, Laguna. I just noticed that now. I didn't see that they were out till Friday, but yeah, they're always off. Let's just be honest. I figured let's hop on. We'll watch the old Dolton meeting that we have not seen from 12/4/23. So this is just before Christmas. And yeah, we'll enjoy this for a little bit, and then we'll go our separate ways as we always do. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. Yeah. Well, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. It's Passover. That's Passover, too. Forgot about that. And Earth Day and all the other good stuff that they got going on. So... Busy week, man. Okay, all right, so I got that. Let me just do this on the other side in case something crazy happens. I don't remember them saying that they were going to be off, but I remember last week was kind of crazy with Stacy pouring all that stuff on her head and everything else. Kind of threw them off completely. I don't think they were ready for the rage. That's it. Am I going to do a full moon show tonight? Yes. Yep. We'll be on tonight. It's up to you. All right, so let's do this. Oh, there they go. Perfect. Perfect timing. Thank you for your patience. Hopefully they get that shit out of fucking 140p. I mean, it's in 720, but don't look it. This shit don't look it. Don't look like 720 to me. Yeah, a lot going on in Dolton now. Pictures yesterday of the feds going through a bunch of shit, bringing boxes of stuff out. They're really going after this dude right here. This guy right here is the guy they're going after. He's been subpoenaed already, and he got in trouble for his public records. I guess he had claimed bankruptcy. He had filed for bankruptcy, said he only made 90 grand, but he really made like 190 grand allegedly. So they're wondering what the hell's going on with that. Because not too many people are bankrupt at 190K, especially living in a city this small. So he's the first kind of domino to go down in a sense. And I would assume like they always do. They're very slow and methodic with it all. And they'll put pressure on him. You know what I mean? And he's the right-hand man to Tiffany Hinyard. So that's why a lot of people, and these people right here, these trustees here, They want him out right now. They don't want him suspended, pending investigation. They want him out now.
Good evening, everybody.
Because they say if he's doing that to his
Before we
own
start,
shit.
I'm just waiting to see if anyone else is going to show up so that we can.
I don't feel much better, Terry. I got to be honest. I still feel poopy.
We need one more. So maybe about another 5-10 minutes. Thank you.
10 minutes? Come on, man. I'll fast forward it here, but yeah, I don't feel. It's like it doesn't want to go away. It's just it's lingering. Linger. So, yeah. Let's fast forward just a tick here. Okay. Oh, we're not wasting our time with too much of this poopy. There we go. There's another trustee. They're just waiting for all the trustees, I'm guessing, to sit on down, boy. Her, too. I saw her on the news. This one right here, who just put her jacket down in the white. This chick right here. She, her right there. She was all over the news saying she doesn't want him back. She wants him fired immediately. Hold on, let's go right here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going to pay the bills. Hi, Calamity Girl. I feel a little better, but I mean, definitely not through it. I'll tell you that. I'm still congested a little, and I may sound a little better, but
all right, good evening, everybody.
I don't feel 100%,
Thank you
I guess is what I should
out.
say.
We now have a quorum. We can start our board meeting.
A quorum?
Today, I would like to call to order the regular scheduled board meeting. Today is December 4th, 2023. The time is 6:44 p.m.
Hi, Cassie.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Thank you.
Trustee Norwood.
Thank you,
Present.
Terry.
Trustee
Yeah,
Stanford.
BJ gave me some tea. I got to try the tea. I'm not much of a
Trustee
tea
Tampa.
drinker. I got my
Present.
coffee, though.
Trustee House.
Present.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Here.
We have a quorum.
He is the
Right next is
city
President Law Staff for the pledge.
something or other. Fuck, I can't remember his actual title. City administrator, maybe? He might be the administrator to the city, and he's the right-hand man to Hinyard. And apparently what it is
If you would, stand for a prayer. Mr. Williams, leave us.
what it is they're really connected, and they have this is the deal, allegedly, that they started like fictitious businesses that he, pushed money through. Let's just say, I'm not going to use the other word, the L word, because this is all alleged. And he may have been doing unscrupulous things with false, fictitious businesses that he created. To L the money through. All alleged now. I'm not telling you this is all fact. This is that's what the federal government is
to address this body.
Is saying.
Please come to the podium.
That's it, Wardies. That's it, Wardies. He washed his clothes there. So it's pretty convoluted. It's a lot been going on. It's been going on for a while, and apparently they've been looking into him since about November of last year, 2023. They've been watching.
And we as the resident would like to thank you over and over again for the magnificent job that you've done for the Trim community. We hope that you will continue to bless our block and continue to bless you.
Thank you.
See, it's weird. I can kind of see the shirt now. Weird. Just because it's completely see-through all the white.
Evening. My name is Hope Cumberlander. I'm here on behalf of AC Power. They specialize in developing
I did, Greg. I
solar
did see that.
projects on brownfields, which are properties that are contaminated or formerly contaminated. AC Power is working with a landowner on a community solar project that will be built right here in Village of Dolton. What they have me here for is to just find out if we can get a letter signed or at least a conference with anyone to discuss more in depth about this solar project. And then they need
I'm glad they sent you.
Land permits
We said the best in the
that they're going
prize.
to be working on. And I just wanted to find out, who do I contact, who do I call in reference to this.
All right, that will be Keith Freeman, the village administrator.
Did I
He's
see
right
the?
to my left.
I did see the village administrator. That's
Shout
what
out
he
to the
is.
meeting, you can
Keith
talk.
Freeman, the village administrator. I think I said administrator. The city. I think I said city. He's the village administrator. That's what his title is. His name is Keith Richardson.
Dalton.
Keith with 2 F's.
I really didn't want to bring this to this meeting, but I feel like I have to. The police department towed the vehicle in front of my house. They gave me 7 days to move the vehicle. They towed the vehicle in 6 days. I've been constantly going over there, trying to get this vehicle released. They refused to release the vehicle. They asked for, I have a dealership license. They asked for the license. I presented the license. They asked for the title. I presented the title. They asked for bill of sale. I presented the bill of sale. They've asked for insurance. I presented the insurance. And it's like they constantly keep coming with tactic after tactic after tactic. But at the end of the day, if you're given 7 days, they put the sticker on my vehicle. Actually, the police came to my house and asked me if this is my car. I said yes.
Thank you, Rebel Bird.
He leave. A couple days later, I come with the sticker on there. Say on the 1st, the sticker on there. You have the 7th to get it towed. Before it get towed, they towed it on the 6th. But again, the police, they refused to acknowledge that they illegally towed my car, first and foremost, and second, they refused to release it. I give them everything they've asked for pertaining to this vehicle, and they refuse to release it. I even have one of the officers tell me, well, it's illegal to sell cars in Illinois. I'm like, no, I have a dealer's license. He was like, well, I work under someone with a dealer's license. But he tell me you can't do that. It's illegal to do that. No, it's not illegal to do that. Now I'm being told that
This is public, not secret squirrel.
Told they count the first day.
Or squirrel, sorry.
I'm like, okay, I've been there 8 times talking to people. No one has mentioned this. So it's like every time I come talk to someone, I'm constantly being, cans being kicked down the road. I came down over here, put in the paperwork to see yourself or the village administrator. 3 weeks went past, I hear nothing. I come back, she want me to put my name on the board again. Why do I have to put my name on the board if I already addressed this matter?
How else
you
you
go
mean?
in the office, my paperwork's sitting on the board, on her desk. Here it is a month later, my paperwork's still sitting on the desk, but you all always say, reach out to the village administrator, someone will get back with you. Here it is a month later, no one still hasn't got back with me. So I'm just trying to find some peaceful resolution where I can get this vehicle, because again, it was towed illegally.
All right. Thank you.
Michael, they can't buy it if they don't get there.
Okay, thank you.
And you do realize, I think they're a 500 baseball team right now. They are leading the division. But I think we're 1 game above 500, maybe 12-11 right now, the Dodgers are, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check. I haven't looked this morning, but I'm pretty sure.
Hi,
Top of the
evening,
division.
everyone. I'm Jacqueline
1 game above
Schiller,
500.
And I'm a new resident. Just purchased a home over on Blackstone. And when I purchased the property, I was told there was an inspection done on the house. And it said I had 4 months to bring it up to code. I put up an escrow, and the inspections were completed October 12th. And I was told I was going to get back my escrow check. And it's been almost 2 months now. So I just wanted to know about that. Because whenever I call, they can't give me an answer as to a date when I'm getting the money back.
They're for crimes in
All
baseball.
right. You can see someone after the board meeting.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you again, Rebel Bird, for the support and the renewing of the membership.
Good evening, everyone. My name is DeMarcus Kirkley. I'm a 27-year resident as of this month. I want to come shed some lights on some things that's going on in the community with the tree
13
trimming,
and 11. Okay, that's one
with us having
2 games
contractors still doing the work. They're not being paid.
Not as good as we should be.
We're just hoping that this meeting will shed light to the people that really need to get paid. These are the people that we call on for emergencies. Also, for the last couple of months, within Public Works, we were unable to do some of the things that we need to do as far as patching streets, lights being out. We have over 20 requests for lights to be restored on blocks.
No, Tio, they're off for Passover and Earth Day till
These
Friday.
Are things that is necessary and necessity for our
Nothing
residents.
tomorrow either.
Me as well. I just want to say to the administration, we're going to continue to do what we need to do for the residents. we need the residents to wake up and stop believing everything that you see on TV.
What?
Ask questions. Also, just want to give some kudos and light to K&M, John Pro Tree Services, and also 5 Star. I see you over there. 5 Star. I thank you all for continuing to doing the work, even though that you all have not been paid. To the residents that's waiting on these services, continue to bear with us until we receive the material or whatever we need in order to get the stuff done for us, for the residents. Thank you, Super Mayor. Continue to do a good job and continue to lead.
All right, everybody.
We need leadership in this village. I'm tired of the tit-for-tat stuff. I'm tired of these videos coming out. Show something positive.
It's more for Passover,
somebody,
Lady Red. I think.
Just come stand with them. It doesn't matter. Life is too short. I'm getting tired of this. Been out here 27 years, and we need repair. We need progress in the village of Dolton, and that's what I'm here for.
For the progress.
Have a great.
Thank you.
Stop believing what you're seeing.
Thank you so much, residents. That concludes public comment. Next is general announcements. Oh, okay. Come on. Good. How are you?
And so, firstly, I noticed when I came in today that the door had to be unlocked. And we have our fire chief here present. I don't think you can lock residents in buildings. We need to be able to get in and out the door if anything were to happen under emergency. Secondly, I want to know who the attorney is. Is he the village attorney? Do we currently have a village attorney? Because everybody keeps saying like he's a prosecuting or prosecutorial attorney. And so who's being prosecuted? Anyone being prosecuted? Can you explain your capacity as the attorney, sir?
This is public comment.
Oh, it's public comment. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll have the minutes soon. Clerk, are you willing to say why we don't have minutes still? Is it?
This is public comment, clerk.
It's not a back and forth.
This is not Q&A. It's public comment.
Okay. Yes, Officer Lacey, you were going to say something. Okay. And so, outside of that, it's a few FOIAs that I'm still waiting from May of 2022 for. Basically, those FOIAs consist of the billing for the recall on both sides and also other billing and other legal lawsuits. And also, this is a public meeting, and so unless you have a court order by a judge that certain individuals can't come in, then they shouldn't be being blocked from public meetings at all.
Brown Act
Do you
violation.
guys know anything about that? Because we can't have residents blocked
not a
from
back and
public
forth.
meetings unless a judge signs off on that. And yeah, I still got 1 minute. Wow. And so it's some things that need to be addressed, especially as far as members of the board and leadership. We have Tammy Brown and Brittany Norwood that had no problem with coming and lying under oath for a year. And so I will be seeking to have you removed from your seats, especially when you show up to court, Tammy, and verbatim say to the judge that I must want you to put your hands on me. I mean, I don't know what public official does that. So that needs to be addressed. And so that's all I came in for. The shenanigans are over with. I'll be seeing a lot of people in federal court. Thanks for participating.
Oops.
That needs to go.
Thank you.
Why are we sitting in a town that burns?
Next
peace?
is general announcements.
Why is that going on?
Yeah.
Jason, you were at the ribbon cutting. Dubs was at the ribbon cutting.
Okay,
Ed Steve was at the ribbon cutting.
Hello, everyone.
Why
Happy
are we in a
Monday.
town that burns dookie?
I would first like to invite everyone
No,
on
Lit Dad.
behalf of Dolton Park Board of Commissioners. They'd like to invite you to their 7th annual holiday festive, Winter Wonderland. It's on this it's December the 16th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's that Saturday.
Is that redacted?
They'll have arts and crafts, games, Santa visit, holiday magic, ugly sweater contest, and other surprises.
I wanted to go
So
back
if
into the
you're free,
Dookie thing.
It's also a
Revisit
partnership
the
with the
Dookie.
Village Board of Trustees and the clerk. I also like to announce our annual skating party. So for the last 2 years, I've had an annual skating party there in Linwood Skating Rink. We have a tentative date of Thursday, January the 4th.
I want to go to the skating rink.
2024. But if you are not following the Dolton Trustees page, please do so that I can give you a proper update of the date once I confirm it. And that will be it for that. The last thing I would like to say is here we are. We're 2 years into this process. I'd like to thank all Dolton residents for their support, for the calls, for the prayers. We're still 2 years in. There's no RFPs. There's all of this work being done without any board approval. We have $110,000 worth of missing credit card receipts that's still missing. We've been 6 months with
$110,000 worth.
And we continue to show up to do the work for the people. But it's pretty unfair when you have an administration that continues to hold this information from you and then asks that you make a vote or decision, asks for you to vote on things that you haven't seen, on receipts that you haven't seen, so you actually have no confirmation whatsoever. But then they ask for board approval. So residents, I just would like to keep you all abreast of the situation.
Yeah, Angela.
And let you know the issue at hand. I thank you all and have a good night.
Yes, we'll be live tonight at 8 p.m. with the full moon party.
Okay, go ahead.
110,000 missing in credit card bills.
December the 9th will be the last tea with the trustees.
110
This is our last
grand.
for the year tea with the trustees. It's 147th Evers. That's the Lester Long Field House at 9:30. So we're asking our residents, please attend. This is the last one of the year. We want to go out with a bang.
Secret squirrel meeting.
All right. Any more?
Mayor, I have a comment.
What's up, Patchy Dog?
Okay. Again, I additionally want to thank all the residents for their calls and concerns, feedback.
Nobody stepped in. That's why,
that
dog.
Are being mentioned out there about the process for payment. So I do kind of want to walk through items that may be paid from the board standpoint. And the board is supposed to receive a warrant list, an electronic warrant list, along with the receipts to accompany it. Once the board receives that, we either do an approval or we decline to approve.
That too, Spike.
In many instances, we've started getting emails of individuals who have stated they have not gotten checks, yet the board has approved them back in June or July. I say this just as an encouragement because some people are saying that the board, they're being informed the board has not approved them, and in many cases they've already been approved, and yet the check has not been released. So if there's a question from the board's perspective of whether or not the bill has been approved, I would encourage those individuals, please give me an email at jhouse@vodalton.org, and I will gladly identify from the board standpoint what has been approved and what has not, along with next steps. Also can be reached via cell phone 708-625-1105. So either method is okay. But the information, in many cases, the bills are being approved and the check is still not reaching its end destination. So if there's any question about that, please feel free to reach out. And this occasion, and on this meeting, again, we are trying to make sure we're here to make the proper votes or have the information. However, without receiving the information, we're not in a position to do a vote on many items. We received partial information for this meeting as of today, because I know we've made some conversations about receipts that we haven't had. At this time, we do not have the credit card receipts, credit card statements, as Trustee Norwood mentioned, from June through current. This meeting, we do not have an electronic payments warrant list, which is where the credit card statements are at. So we don't have the information.
I don't think she has the authority.
Along with some other items on there. So we do our best, and we try to minimize, or
Nancy,
believe it or not, we try to minimize the back and forth. Unfortunately, on some cases, when we don't have it, it turns into something undesirable for the community. So that concludes my comments. Thank you.
All right.
A little better, Brian. Still have plenty of symptoms there. Still taking medicine.
I hate that this had to keep going back and forth in reference to just one thing that they keep saying about credit card. But I do want to say that on November 13th, I sent the email to our finance director, Janice Johnson.
I did
Michael
see it, OCD.
Delgado, and Mike McGrath, and I copied also Trustee House about us not receiving the credit card statements. We had a town hall finance meeting, and I asked Tangenique about the credit cards, and she told me that we don't have a credit card anymore because the trustees cut it off, which I know I'm a sitting trustee, and we haven't passed anything to cut the credit card off. But then to find out that we have an American Express card that was issued to the police department that now has the current sitting deputy chief's name on it makes me feel not only violated as a trustee, but blatantly lied to. I pulled the ordinance 17-003, adopting the village transparency policy. What's crazy to me is Trustee Stan Brown voted for it and Mayor Hengier voted for it, but refused to give us the information that we keep asking for. Y'all want us to come, sit here, vote on stuff, and absolutely have nothing with it. And then they say, you're lying, you're lying. Of course, it says, whereas, and I'll have copies for anybody that want a copy of it, the 10-point transparency checklist includes, but is not limited to, the following: elected and administrative officials, contact information, meeting information, calendar, future minutes, board packets, past and present, public record, FOIA submission, FOIA officer contact information, budgets, general and special projects, financial audits, salary and benefits, wages, overtime, health, dental, life, pension, contracts, union, private contracts, vendors, board of trustee contracts, lobbying, taxpayer-funded lobbying associations, taxes, fees, sales, property, income, and miscellaneous taxes in the non-priority in excess of $9,999.99. As a trustee, I shouldn't have to beg to receive anything that you want me to vote on.
That's pretty stupid.
I shouldn't have to do it. So then I asked for a digital copy of a budget that you want me to sit here and pass today.
Oh,
and
congratulations, Terry.
Tangenique, Janice, Keith, Stan Brown, Michael Delgado, and Mike McGrath, and still have not received it. So as our finance director who makes $90,000 plus a year, I don't understand why we can't get the information and then get an email on Saturday evening at 6:29 to say we're waiting on the CPA to give us electronic warrant lists that we're still paying $33,000 a month for. So if somebody can answer the question, I know it's general comment, but I feel it's an insult and an embarrassment right now that y'all would even want us to sit here and pass anything without giving us what we requested.
That's it.
Thank you.
Again, congratulations, Terry.
All right, you done? All right, go ahead.
Shout out on the promotion.
Yes. I'm sorry, Mayor, can I say one more thing?
It's Trustee Brown.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm going to load up another bag. Oh, here we go. Under Rover 5.
There's going to be a Christmas toy giveaway.
When he does the bills, corporate bills.
Trustee, pull your mic up. Pull your mic up.
He still don't know how to do it. I don't know how to use my mic.
I like to say there's going to be a Christmas toy giveaway December the 16th from 10 a.m. To 3 p.m. at 14900 Greenwood in Dolton. There's going to be food, fun, hot chocolate, pictures with Santa, music, and toys. There's going to be a toy giveaway December the 16th.
Look, she's right on the... You see her face on the fucking thing on both sides of the flyer?
Also,
what those flyers
if
cost?
there's any need of assistance, the childship is here to help. General assistance, basic needs, utility assistance, rental assistance.
Look, she's on that flyer too. Separate flyer.
Mental health assistance.
Need
mental
food.
health is taking a toll on us,
Didn't
ladies
hear.
and gentlemen.
Look at her
and
face.
It's here, and it's something to be dealt with. So please don't turn a dead eye to when we talk about mental health. Walk-ins accepted from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. call 596-708-596-6040, extension 3132, or either 3135.
Look, and her face is on that side
Also,
too.
the township.
Holy shit! Every side of the
has a
flyer,
food pantry
different pictures of her
every
face.
Wednesday at 15340 Page in Harvey, Illinois, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We also offer senior food box delivery service available upon request. For more information, call 708-596-6040,
No, saucy.
extension 3180. You must be a Thornton Township resident to participate.
Smoke.
Also, the township is offering transportation service to any senior over the age of 60.
What's up, Rock?
Mariah,
Thanks
can
for the
drive
shirt,
you,
buddy.
wait for you
You rock. I
anywhere
love
in
it.
the township area. Also,
Every
Thornton
flyer
Township
has her
offers
face on
computer
it.
lab opening Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 14323 South Halsted in Riverdale. That's computer lab open for a lot of our youth. Also, after school program.
Look at the
Monday
flyer.
Through Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Thornton Township Youth Center and Family Service Center. Enrollment now for
Look,
Thornton
there she is,
Township.
right there.
Scan the barcode.
See it?
I have the flyers. If anyone like to have one, you scan the barcode and put you right there.
Each flyer has dual
Also, we
sides
have
to
a
it.
Super duper program
There's
going.
the super duper
Thornton
program.
Township. It's the Tech Savvy class for our seniors from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Watch when he flips.
Thursday, November 30th, and every Thursday of each month. Technology class is open to all Thornton Township residents. If you're a Thornton Township resident, you can come get this Tech Savvy class.
Who's on the other side?
Also, Thornton Township will have free bingo, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. every third Thursday of every month. Thornton Township at the lower level at 3.
If she were a queen, I would,
East
James.
162nd
If
Street.
she ain't no queen.
Big bingo every third Thursday of every month. Also, individual that has talent.
Oh, that one on her has her face too,
It's going
apparently.
to be showtime at the Apollo.
And her
December
name
9th,
across the top, big
ages
letters
5
before
to 20,
anything.
From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Might as well be
Thornton Township lower level.
call it
333
Tiffany Hinyard instead of
167th
Dalton.
in South Holland. Amateur night competition showcasing your special talent, whether it's singing, dancing, rap, or comedy on stage before a live audience.
Flip it.
Performance will be judged by how loud the audience chat and cheers, and winners receive prizes from $250 to $2,500. Register now. Come join the fun.
She was on that
Last
side.
but not least, Thornton
She on it
Township.
again.
There will be Township Talk with Supervisor
Everyone.
Tiffany Henry. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Fourth Wednesday of every month. Thornton
Bro.
Township lower level, 333 East 162nd Street. Join the conversations every month. Community engagement and transparency.
How
Get
much money she
involved
wastes
with
for this
facts.
shit?
Let your voice be heard.
How much money she wastes for that
And
shit?
for that last note, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it. That's at Thornton Township.
Oh, look, she's on that one
333
too.
East 162nd
Sorry.
Street.
Both sides.
Township Talk.
Again. Every one of them. Both
Thank you.
sides. And
All
those
right,
are
thank you so
one-time
much.
use.
Next on the
Mayor.
agenda, we
Like
have
it's
Mayor's
ridiculous.
report.
Like,
Mayor,
how much money did she fucking waste
I'm
for
sorry.
that?
You said it was Trustee Stan.
And you
but I
talk
didn't
about
do it.
narcissistic.
So we're moving on now. So now,
Okay, I
everybody
make a
got
motion to
your
adjourn the
Trustee,
meeting.
you're out of order. It's time for mayor's report. I sat here and I listened to y'all, and now it's the mayor's report. That's so disrespectful. Y'all gotta grow up.
Talks about
Just 'cause
herself in
y'all
the
can't
third
have y'all
person.
way, y'all shouldn't act this way. Y'all said all that stuff, didn't mean a word of it, and then you sat here and you did this. That ain't how this go. Y'all do not run the meeting.
You
The
should
mayor
have thought
does.
about that before
So if
you
I'm
had your
asking
administrator. Don't give
if
us the
I'm
information.
asking you,
He's the
let me
administrator.
finish
He's the
my
one in trouble with the
statement.
FBI
So
right
it's
now.
Mayor's report. So it's a lot of great things
Him.
that we have here in the village of Dolton. And today I
That
want
guy.
you guys to hear what's going on. Clerk Key, I did not say call any row. It's so disrespectful. So I'm gonna tell you about the things that's going on. First, I want to make sure that the residents of Dolton know about the help that's here. FEMA is here in the
Thank you,
community,
Jason.
and we are here to help you with your storm. Thanks to my proclamation that I made here in Dolton and the proclamation I made at the township, we have a couple things for you. This will be a site at the village, and it will be a site at the township. So I want you guys to know to come and get all the help that you need. So please make sure you come out.
Thank you, Jason.
September 17th.
Oh, he's already out. So is she. And the other one already left.
I do appreciate you guys because at the end of the
They
day,
left
I'm always
again?
doing the work, as you can see. About how disrespectful people can be or will be, I'm always stand strong. I'm always stay here for the people. So as I was saying, this is a location, and the other location will be at the township. And it will be at the Riverdale location on Halsted. So please come out. I'm making it feasible for you from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Deuces.
It will be on Saturday and Sunday at those times. And then Monday through Friday, it will be from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Riverdale location. Here in the Village Hall, it will be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday only because we have business to take. Next. I want to thank Tony Preckwinkle because she was so helpful. I want to thank the governor and thank the president for signing off because I know you guys all called about the flood and how bad it was and how basically the mold was growing in your house. So my heart goes out to you because you guys are moms, dads, parents. So the struggle's there. So trust me, I love y'all about just staying the course. Next. I would like people to know that we will be sending a robocall out, a text blast out, and we will let you know about the qualifications for FEMA because we didn't want to announce it due to the fact we didn't have all the information. I do know that there will be setting up sites throughout Cook County. I just want to tell you about the sites that's here for you. Next, our tree lighting. Our tree lighting was yesterday. It was a whole lot of fun. I want to thank Channel 7. Channel 7 came out, and Channel 7 actually gave us
I'm passing.
So give it up to Channel 7, y'all. We was on Channel 7. So I want to thank them for that because they came out and put us in a great, great light for the things we truly do in our community, and that is give back and unity amongst community. The kids was out there. They had a blast. It was starting to rain a little bit, but we stayed the course and we stayed outside. We had hot chocolate, we had sauna, we had the igloos out, the bubbles. All you had to do was just come out and see the scenery. I love that. And then I want to thank Five Star because Five Star helped build Greenwood Falls Just Ice Rink over there. So it was really, really epic. So if you missed it, go by when you leave here, see the tree lighting. Because in the beginning, we had the little Charlie Brown tree. And then in the end, we end up with a mega tree. So I want to thank those that contribute to that because the board wouldn't allow for you guys to get a tree last year, and that was really heartbreaking because those that have kids, they really love that. I remember back in the day when my parents used to bring me to Dolton just to see the lights on the houses, and they just drove through the communities, and as a kid you're just like, wow, oh my God. So now we had the opportunity to do the same for our kids. So thank you again for those that help with the tree. On Thanksgiving, we had 2 water main breaks the day before Thanksgiving. So I'm shocked you didn't talk about this, DeMarcus. I give appreciation and kudos to Public Works because they was out there taking care of the business. Even though the board voted not to pay certain vendors, as he was stating in his speech, about how is they going to fix it. At the end of the day, no matter what happened, y'all called the mayor. Y'all asked the mayor, how is things going to get fixed?
Yeah, nothing with green or yellow.
Like to heart because
it looks
y'all
like
live
this.
The day before Thanksgiving, people had families
right now. You
coming
see
in, and they didn't have no water.
the purple
but
vibe.
my team, my crew,
This is
Public
green
Works,
right here.
They stayed out there all night. It was cold as ever, and they fixed that one water main break. And then guess what happened? Another one happened. So they stayed out there all night. We had to take them hot chocolate, things of that nature. But I just love y'all. So y'all give it up, Public Works. Without them guys, y'all were in the water. Thank you, PW. Thank you. Thank you. I so love y'all for that.
Well, they match your outfit, Dave.
Are about. That's what teammanship is about. That's what people that want to work together, no matter who don't like who don't get along. At the end of the day, we all have a job to do, and that is service the people. So I just want to show y'all that through all the controversy, we're gonna still keep pushing through because we still doing it. As you can see, we winning everything. We ain't lost not one lawsuit.
I bet you caught
and I don't understand how people got so much to say that ain't done enough for 3 years, y'all. 3 years. Open your eyes. Go back and check it out. If people ain't did enough for 3 years, what makes you think they're gonna do something now? Because it's election time? Come on, wake up. Wake up. Y'all know that I love y'all. Y'all know that I care about where I grew up at. And that's why
Liz, I'll put it up right now.
Anybody else would have been ran. Because y'all asked me this, and this is what a lady asked me. Cindy, why you just stay here? I said, because I care. I said, I grew here. They flew here. That's my slogan.
Because at the end of the day,
a person that live here, they're going to care more. That's like a person that work in the community that they live in. They're going to pick paper up. They're going to make sure the sweeper is down the street. They care more. That's just like the snow removal. We got snow removal in our town. Y'all know all the other towns jealous of y'all. They mad and they want me to put in all the other towns. I told them I'm not their mayor. I told them I'm the mayor of Dolton. That's something that I created when I got here in 2021. So the snow program is working. It's for all seniors. Do not get out there. I repeat, do not get out there in that cold and that snow and bent over with your back. Please, whatever you do, because a lot of people have heart attacks when they're trying to pick that heavy snow up. Little do people know. So just call us. We'll put you on a list and we're going to make a way. And again, that's PW. That's in Public Works. Public Works come out and they make sure they get to every single house. So those are things that I do as your mayor and my team do, but it never gets shadow in the light. It's like people are so obsessed with the mess. I don't like messy people. I just don't. I would never sit at a table with a messy person. You would never hear me talking about people because I don't care. Why? Because I got things to do. When you got things to do and you live in your life and you making sure you bring things back to your community like that $15 million, talk about that. But y'all not. Y'all all lip boxing. That's it. Everybody wants to have an opinion of somebody, but you're not willing to step in their shoes to see what growth looks like, what progress looks like. And I think I'm doing a damn good job. What y'all think? Thank you for that.
That's a new one, lip boxing.
To a couple statements that the board made, and it's shame. I told y'all I got babies on my board. I think y'all need to send us some Similac and some bottles, please, pacifiers. So the board approved one of the checks, and that's what 5-star, and I know that's probably why you're here today. They approved the check back in the past. I don't have the exact date. And I don't know, for those that have been watching our board meetings, Trustee Jason House and Clerk Key was on the bank account that they hijacked. I told y'all about that. They will be going to jail for that because that is a felony. Little do y'all know. You cannot walk in the bank and basically take someone off $1 million bank account, which they did. So you know it's all a setup from the bank to the trustees to the clerk. So you'll see that coming soon. Stay tuned. I keep telling y'all, don't worry about what's going on. Watch how I finish. Mark my words. So they approved it. The board, this is when Trustee Tammy Brown flipped on them, and 4 people voted to pay, especially 5-star, all the vendors that was on the list. Now remind y'all, they keep pointing fingers, but they're not telling you facts. Facts is I was not on the bank account, nor was anybody from my administration. The people that had total control was the clerk and Jason House. They did not sign that man's check. They did not sign several other people's check. So then they want to now today place blame on us. We weren't in control of no bank account to pay anybody. Literally, I just got back on the bank account. I sent something out to all the residents in Dolton, and I let you guys know what was going on. And a lot of people was appalled that that happened in their own backyard. So when people want to just get traction off of fake news, false stories, things of that nature, y'all should ask your question, why? What was your antennas 3 years ago? Right when I got in the seat, it been nothing but turmoil because people want to control. They thought I was a young, naive woman that was going to sit here and do what they say. I'm no puppet. But as you saw, Trustee Tammy Brown is a puppet. She just said that she don't read. So if she don't read, how does she know how to vote when she come in here? Ask yourself that. That means she are told how to vote. She are told. Didn't read her package when the news was here. So all I can do is point facts out to you, and hopefully you read them and understand what's going on here in Village of Dolton. Because as I say, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies.
Bro, she
Next,
got
I want to show
getting
y'all
hot. She are
that
told.
we got going on. This was our end of the year, and I just want to show you the progress in our village. We did a whole lot of things as it relates to progress and growth, and we got a video just to show you so you can keep up with us. A lot of people don't know. They just hear things, but I want to show you. Seeing is believing instead of you just hearing. If you could play the video, please. I would appreciate that.
Is there music in this video? Probably is. No one used a 90s.
And as y'all can see, that
90s
was playing all along
MTV Raps video.
Scheduled board meeting.
With the fucking background track way too loud.
Okay, that's the Charlie Brown Christmas tree we had. That was the first one. That's when we first put the ice rink down. This is the kids skating on the ice rink.
How come we can't see the video?
This is new police officers here in the Village of Dolton. We got LED lights to stop at the stop sign. We turned the Wentworth into a one-way. This is us demoing properties throughout Dolton. Speed bumps on all the schools. This is our Easter celebration. This is where the basketball courts we reopen. As y'all can see, I am so relatable to the kids. They know who a mayor is. This is me getting
They know who a mayor
another
is.
position. This is repaving the alleys.
Look at her on the
This
flyer
is at
again.
Just Ice Rink. That's more sidewalks being done when back in the day you had to do 50-50. It's all about the need. Mental health tours we do. I go into all the schools, grammar and high schools. I talk to the kids. I relate to the kids. I come on their level.
Feel okay?
And I talk about issues. And then they go and they tell us and we tell the parents. And we get them help. This is the Just Ice courts right here. This is me taking Lincoln School. We walked all the way to the courts.
We walked all the way to the courts.
We got the largest ice rink in the state, bigger than Rockefeller.
Because that's what
So
you
my
need. You need a
babies.
big ice rink.
These are the upcoming
bigger than
projects, the
Rockefeller
water
Center.
parks, the food truck with the pavilion.
When the
doggy
city's
park,
struggling.
The skate park. And also Veterans Park, which will
Thank
be
you,
happening
Liz.
early
Appreciate
this
you.
upcoming year.
Thank you.
New firemen, which is much needed. Thank you, Chief McCain.
Hopefully they come out nice,
But
Liz.
these are things we do, but they don't tell y'all a show. Y'all remember when this happened? We had that bad storm, and now we're
What the hell is
fixing it.
that?
We brought back the
Oh, there he
parade.
is,
It's been over a
Sint.
decade since we had the parade. Over 10 years. But this is what I
they got
do
Laker
as
fans
your
there.
mayor. Unity, kids. They are the future.
So, Leanne.
This is that. And this is what it looks like. This is right here. We did it at Thornridge High School. We go do wellness checks, water.
They love that water video. They keep showing that shit over and over. I think I've seen the water video
That's
3
FEMA.
times in three.
This is us doing a whole
in
water
3
main
different meetings.
replacement. Never been done.
Notice you can't hear the audio. Shout out to the DEI sound guy.
The roof and window program, grant money, things that I bring in town and I give it back to the people. Windows replacements, free. Things never ever been done. Tree trimming, that's why they so bad, never been trimmed. People were so happy about that. And Trustee Norwood wouldn't even vote for her own side to get trimmed. And the west side, I always say they neglected. We went over there. We walked to Springfield. It's another mayor. This is what we do. Getting good press from their states, from their cities, from their areas. This is us in the September storm, pushing. Me and Trustee Stanbright.
We've seen that, too. I've seen
This
that
is what we
video of her
do. They
pushing
don't
the
show
cart.
this.
We've never seen the ice cream
These
sandwich
the babies.
video.
We do ice cream socials in the schools.
I want an ice cream social.
That's us. When
Oh,
we
they
go
got
out,
music
and show
playing
that,
now.
like I told you before, everybody goes out. The skating rink.
Oh, I thought it was an ice rink. Not a roller skating rink. Bro, look at her. Look at her.
Halloween.
Look at her. Look at
Whole lot of
Halloween.
fun. Always packed events. Community love me. Guns out the streets. Gun busters. Thank you.
Gun busters.
Chief.
Gun busters.
That's the Thanksgiving food giveaway. That line was
She
all
laughing
the way
at it.
back to the
Gun
old
busters.
police station.
Would I vote for her? No. No, I wouldn't be voting for Tiffany. She's too narcissistic and conceited, even if she is getting this shit done. It's too much about herself. All the money she wasted on their pictures, putting on those flyers,
These my
could have done
residents. I love
something
y'all,
for the
man.
city. Bought a
Thank
new
y'all.
stop sign, something that's needed.
This was
Ver-
yesterday.
Versus her putting her face
Tree lighting.
everywhere. Dang, they had Disneyland show up, Mickey and Minnie and all that. Damn, they got a
Yep.
big tree too.
Thank you. So now
Thank
you guys
you.
can come to Dolton and actually see what we go to other towns and see.
Why can't she
Yep.
talk? Well,
Thank you.
she can. She just, got her own style, we'll say. I think when she gets angry
Something
is
else
when
that
she
we're
starts
working
to.
on is Melly Fitness. It was Melly Fitness. It's now the Dolton Police Station. We will be opening that soon. Remember, I want y'all to learn how to swim because one thing about the black and brown communities, we don't know how to swim. So I want to offer it for free. So it'll be a first come, first serve type of thing. Please sign up. We will post something this week online. You can sign up to learn how to swim. We're now looking for swimming instructors, and we're also looking for lifeguards. So the pool will be open in the beginning of January, especially the new year. Everybody claim they want to lose weight, but
Oh, yeah,
we're
for
going to
sure,
work on
something.
that. But you can come and do water aerobics. So I just want to point that out to you. Some other things that's up our sleeve. Pace Bus. We are sooner than later putting a tracker sign on it. So when you're at a bus stop, it'll tell you what time the bus is coming. We're working on that because a lot of people don't know the schedule in our village, and it'll have that LED light that goes by and it tell you this bus arrives at 4 o'clock. Then it's 3 o'clock. At least you know you got an hour to make sure you don't miss the bus. So we're working on other things. I didn't want to make it so long. Y'all do know I got a hit video too, but I'm going to say my hit video. You have to go on to TikTok and I'm going to post it there. And then also we're doing something special just to.
She likes the attention.
To spell the lies, all the lies that go on around.
How many mayors
just
you know are on TikTok
if you
putting
don't know,
videos?
You want to know, guys, I tell you always, go for it. Go get the information yourself. Stop just listening to people without facts. Get facts, then judge somebody. It's like seeing a book, right? You read the cover, but you don't open it up to see what's inside. That's what you guys are doing. You have to open and read chapter 1 to get an understanding of why the cover says, "Look at me." Yeah, I don't know. You got to go and look at it, open it up and read chapter 1. But I'm just saying things like that. Just don't let somebody lead you blindly without education. Education is so important, but they always say if our people do not read, we will perish, and I do believe that is the knowledge. Anything else for you, Keith? All right.
Oh, Keith.
And then the alleys in the sidewalks and all of that. I know that Ron, the engineer, is going to speak on that, but I do want you to know that with that being said, we are still doing that. I know people are waiting in line for their alley. I know the weather then caught up with us, so we will start that next season in March, right, Ron? By March. Okay.
Thank you. The 204 did give a thumbs up.
alleys
Appreciate
still
you
being
guys.
done,
Thank you.
Street repavement and also sidewalks. Like I said before in the past, they made you pay 50% for a sidewalk. I don't know where they do that at, but they did it here in the village of Dolton. I don't feel you should have to pay for something that's a public way. Meaning it's not owned by you, can't take it with you. Your house is there. I just think people should look at that.
That's where property taxes
also
goes
have
to,
seen
right?
an increase in property values along Greenwood Falls. So if you ain't bought a house, go buy a house along Greenwood Falls. So we are developing that area. So a lot of people have been coming in and out of town, purchasing things there. The downtown area, we will be fixing as well. We want this to look like Orland and all them other towns that people go to. Bolingbrook, I say them too because that's a lot of people that go there. If you ever been there, it's so beautiful. But it got mom and pop stores. It don't have all these liquor stores or liquor establishments. We gotta want better, guys. We gotta do better and want better. But you cannot want better if you're not willing to do better. We gotta be willing to change. And I get it. Change is hard, but change is needed right now in the village of Dolton. And we have to get out of our own way in order to produce change. So I thank you again for always listening to me. I'm your man forever, and I love y'all, and I'm always put on for y'all. So thank you.
Yeah, when I was watching the news last night from there, he's already been indicted by the federal government here.
Next we have Ron, the engineer,
for lying on his personal records about his bankruptcy statements. So he's the first domino to kind of go down personally, not on the city half. Not on the city's behalf, but you can best believe he's going to push the thumb down. They're going to push the thumb down on him, and he'll probably
Good evening, Mayor, trustees,
let it all
heads,
know.
and residents from the village of Dolton. Just like the mayor alluded to, weather has caught up with us.
It's not
We're
live,
doing
is it,
rising
Taiji?
projects right now. We will start back up in the spring, and we'll be doing sidewalk projects, alley projects, and also resurfacing projects. The bigger projects that are on the horizon for next year, the state will be doing 142nd Street. The village did apply for grant funding to the tune of $1.8 million to do 154th Street. So that project will happen next
Dude's
spring.
always
We'll
dressed
be
to the
finishing up
nines,
The water
this
main
guy.
project. There's a lot of new exciting projects that we have
Suited and booted.
we'll be embarking on in 2024. Besides the water
Got the
meter
pocket
replacement
square and
project,
everything.
We're also going to be helping Public Works and the Fire Department with a $200,000 grant from DCO to replace fire hydrants throughout the village of Dolton. So those are just some of the exciting things that we're doing. I have a couple of exhibits here that show the improvements that were done, the sidewalk, alley, water mains. So we're going to put together a collage of photos as well so all the residents can see all the improvements that we have been doing throughout the village over the past 3 years.
Yep. Thank you so much for that. So you will see how the progress is going. Like, say, Fancy who's on the west side or the east side, he has like little dots saying that we did this street or we did this alley, we did these sidewalks. So you can keep up with the progress, how we keep up with it. And then the next list of sidewalks, alleys, and streets that's coming up. So if you have not gotten on the list or let us know about your street or alley or sidewalk, please send an email and let us know so we can add you to the list. But again, it's going to take time. And I tell everybody, it didn't happen like this overnight. It's going to take time to fix it. And I think we've been doing great with the progress as relates to what we have to deal with, as you can see, with board members that actually work with you. So again, I appreciate Trustee Stan Brown and I appreciate Trustee Andrew Holmes for always staying here and making sure they vote for the people. So all those things are possible because of people like that that want to see the growth in our town where we all live at. Next on the agenda, we have you ready? Village Administrator's Report.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to announce the estimates for the 2022 tax levy extension. So we have for the operating levy, the 2022 tax levy extended was $11,136. $11,136,531 with the requested 4.99% increase. The new operating levy amount for 2023 is $11,692,244.
But that wasn't him, right, Taiji? That was the other guy with the bull jacket on. I forget his name.
Will be for the same amount as the 2000
older gentleman. He's young.
Levy, $1,144,455.
The older trustee with the bull jacket. What the fuck is his name? I can't remember him.
$105,601 from
Holmes. There you go. Yeah, Trustee Holmes. It is the other guy, right? Yeah.
$4,209,008.
Well, that's so crazy.
$835. As a reminder, you should have not issued your
Stanley Holmes
bond for this year.
No, it's Stanley Brown. That's the corporate Beals guy.
Of the amount of $15,902,000.
Not him. It's the other guy.
Which was an
the guy sits across from him. Trustee Holmes. I don't remember his first name.
$112 from the prior year amount of
Holmes is his last name.
$451,967. That is the estimates for this year. Hopefully, we will get
John
tax
Holmes?
levy,
Stop it.
levy
Come on,
passed
boy.
on. I think it's scheduled for December 26th at a special meeting. I'd also like to talk about just a couple things that the trustees discussed before they're before they leave abruptly. They receive electronic warrant lists every month. The electronic warrant list is a detailed list of all of the credit card uses that we have. We receive credit card statements months after we actually make the charges.
I'm not Googling John Holmes. That's the porn star.
Copy and pass it down to the board. We download that offline, and then we give them a copy of the statements as they come in. This idea that they had not received those electronic warrants is pretty ridiculous, seeing as though they passed one every single month before that. Every single month prior to this month, they passed an electronic warrant list, which is a copy of, which is a list of all of the electronic charges and or credit card charges. The second thing is that there was a statement that was made that said that for whatever reason, the board did not cancel the credit card, and that's completely false.
Johnny Watt.
When the board decided, when the 4 outliers from the board, and this does not include Trustee Brown or Trustee Holmes, decided that they wanted to take over the bank account without letting anyone know from our finance department. What they did is they essentially
that's what I'm saying, Taji. That's what I said earlier.
Not just the bank accounts.
Going
those
down.
included the credit accounts. And so in an effort to stop us from providing services for you guys, like cutting trees and putting down concrete, sidewalks, paving streets. They cut off service to that credit card and other credit cards. There's also one more thing that they said, which was completely untrue, which is they had no idea that the police department had a credit card. I think that's completely. We know that that's completely false, because not only do they approve an electronic warrant list that says that this is the police department credit card, but there are several emails back and forth from myself, from several trustees about the police department credit card and its uses. And obviously we would not keep a credit card in the name of the former chief. If he's no longer with us, the credit card would be in the name of the current chief. So when you listen to sort of the things that they say, they try to make a mockery of you guys, and they try to, I don't want to call it brainwash, but they try to brainwash you guys, and they just throw out these statements as if no one wants to question it. I think it's pertinent for you guys to ask us important questions. Really listen to what they say. Really listen to what they say, because it's important. And make sure that for whatever reason, that if you do have any questions, reach out to my office or someone.
Now we know homie's lying.
We're beyond one.
He lied on his own bankruptcy
thank you for your time,
filing.
man. I appreciate it.
What is he going to do to this? What is he going to do to the city here with his best friend, which is her?
Chief, like
not to mention, like I said, they're coming up with saying that he allegedly made some businesses that don't exist, some fictitious businesses, brought money through them, and
prior to now, our equipment was dilapidated. We didn't have the resources that we
maybe
had.
those were the
So I just
businesses
wanted to
getting
thank
paid off
you
by
on
Dolton
behalf of myself and the police department
services. Not
for
there. He
letting us
goes right there.
operate
The
as
Bulls.
the police
That's him.
department and the equipment
There's
that we're
Andrew
getting
Holmes.
for the police department. That being said, the police department responded to 1,000.
He's reading his subpoena right now. You can see his hand on his face. Like,
for service in the month of November. We also, the police department also wrote parking citations in the amount of 641, state citations 107, red light citations 5,126. Motor thefts are down, vehicle thefts are down, burglaries are down.
Exactly, Terry. I just don't want to say it.
The gist of
Be
my
liable.
report. However, Madam Mayor, if I can, I want to add that I know it is cold outside, and people have a tendency to get in their car and start it and go back in the house.
Yeah.
So, as on the behalf of the police department, we're asking that you don't do that. Sometimes it's better to just get in a cold car.
No way they're all going to get
and
what do you call
that
it?
way, when you go back outside, your car
Reelected.
is there.
No way.
So we encourage you not to start
If
your
they
car
do, then the
and
city
run into the
deserves
house
what they're doing.
And your car's not there when you come back. Also, we also have the community policing meeting tomorrow. That would be at 6 o'clock at 14900 Greenwood. And the last one that we had,
'Cause they get
was a
stolen,
success.
lady,
We
right.
encourage everybody to come and voice their opinion and the needs that they may have, so we can
chase?
improve the community.
No.
One
Arrest
thing I
made
do
in
wanna say
motorcycle
that the
deputy
police
shooting in
department,
West Covina.
and I'm really proud of the police department,
There was
Madam
a
Mayor.
cop
They
shot
do
here
an excellent
yesterday
job,
while he was sitting at a
that
light
we are cleaning
on
up
his
as far as
motorcycle.
the village as far as abandoned vehicles in the
they
village.
arrested
So I
him.
encourage people to not have vehicles sitting there for a long period of time to where they're on flats or whatever the reason may be, that we are 7-day towing the cars, and at that point the vehicle will be towed. So I encourage people to remove abandoned vehicles from around their home, because we are cleaning the village up, and this helps public works. This helps public works
chase.
as far as when they have to plow or things that they may do. So I encourage that.
That's what I'm saying. Everything
Madam Mayor, that's the
business.
end of my report.
That's the guy that
All right, thank
Taiji's
you.
talking
Next,
about.
we have-
That's
Oh yeah, go ahead.
being looked at after a whole incident in Las Vegas with allegedly a woman being roofied and had sex with, and she woke up not knowing where she was, and she was naked, and yeah, he was in
Keep
the
speaking
room.
the mic so that the
So
commercial
allegedly,
What was said
all
in
of
one
that
of the,
stuff happened.
meetings,
Allegedly.
They were talking about the bills, and it was talking about, going to McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts. As an officer, do you guys get any food for inmates?
We do. We have an account with McDonald's and certain vendors to where we have to feed the prisoners per state law.
You guys getting. Hold on a second. So I'm getting a McMuffin in getting McMuffins in jail.
Some trustees are saying they're not going to pay, and they're going to
Oh,
pay.
McDonald's.
But just as the police department, they got a job they have to do on a daily basis, and that's part of their job is to make sure you can't.
I'll take a number one, a Big Mac meal.
And I'm just looking at the bills right here, and I'm looking at it made a meal for $7 or $8. I mean, so they had to get fed, and this was being taken out. So my thing of it, I like to see all bills getting paid. I don't like that deal.
And to feed the inmate
You
McDonald's.
have to listen to a trustee, take out 10, 15, 20 different bills. That they
You
won't
want
pay
from
these
Mickey
bills,
D's,
not
dog?
that bill. That's totally unfair.
Ah, shit, I'll take a number one, dog.
We get letters and
with a Coke,
emails and texts coming from individuals that saying they wait for their money. And I just say to you individuals, we want you to get paid. This shenanigan that's going on is totally unfair, unethical. It's not respecting you guys. And I'd like to see you getting paid. If I was there to pay everything by my one vote, you will have your money. This is work that has been done. I mean, if anyone here that's been in Dolton, I hear people say they've been in 27 years, 28 years, 29, 30 years. You should be able to see the improvement. It's just automatic. Goes from 146 in Indiana to 146 in Maple. Whole street been paved. That's over about a mile worth of pavement. Go over here to 143rd in Ingleside. Alley's been paved. Alleys.
Yeah, supersized,
I've been here since 33 years. Live on the next block from Mass Shaw. We never had alleys paved. When they were saying 50-50, we was excited. I was tickled pink when I heard, 50-50. Woo, we get our front side paved. I got a tree that my sidewalk is up like that. And Lord knows, I hate for anybody to have to come walking or on the cane or on the walker or rolling on rollers. You can't make it past my house. So these are things that's been here for years. And these past 2-3 years that's been going on, it's been totally unfair because there's some trustees that's been up here. And I got to say, Jason House, you've been here 6 years. 6 years. What were you doing 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
You hear?
So everything that's coming out now, and that's totally unfair. It doesn't make a difference to who's the mayor right now. Picking up what's been happening in the past is totally unfair to the residents. And right now, you residents, you guys get hoodwinked, bamboozled, and all them other things that go with that. That's what's happening right now. Because we're just playing with numbers right now. If you got individuals that they don't mind you paying them in payments, let's do that. Don't say, I'm not going to pay the bills if you don't pay them all at one time. That's totally unfair. You don't sit at your kitchen table and do your bills like that. You sit there and you start, well, I'm going to pay this one, and I'm going to give a little here. Let me call them, tell them, can I give them a little third of it? That's what we do when we pay bills. So it's the same thing here. So it's totally unfair to hold this administration.
You ain't missed nothing, Vincent.
To get everything paid and taken care of in 2 years. Totally unfair. Let's be for real. We got individuals that's coming here. We got over 2,000. No, 20,000 individuals that's coming here to live. And we got people walking out. We got people that's getting busted to come here to get and do what we're doing here. We got people walking out. That's totally unfair. Let's be for real, ladies and gentlemen. Some things you may not like the person that's doing these things, but look at what's being happened. I read off so much good information here. I don't know if people was frowning or like it, but I say some of this stuff here. You need to go ahead on and get some of this here because you paid for some of this here as a taxpayer. There's some good stuff here. A lot of good things actually happen.
How come you bite Daddy? Daddy was just giving you love.
Because it's totally unfair to individuals that want to get it, but want to save face with individuals that's having a illegal meeting in Dolton Park.
Yeah, he's ready to eat. 15 minutes. He's early as
your opinion here. Don't take your meeting somewhere else. And shame on Dolton Park for letting that happen in their facility. That's wrong.
Messy people.
We trying to take care of business here.
Messy.
And I say my fellow constituent trustee should have stayed here and do what you normally do. Vote yea or nay.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. Finish it out. But you weren't elected to walk out of meetings. You weren't elected to do that. This is my second go round as a trustee, and I know I've been
I'll feed him in a few minutes. Give him 5 minutes. That's still there. That's still 10 minutes.
Come pick up this sign out in front of my house. I need to see a whole fix. I go begging trying to get something fixed individually. It's just totally unfair for trustees to do what they're doing to the residents, coming when they want, go somewhere else and have meetings. That's totally unfair. They weren't elected to do that. They didn't tell you that at the poll. Well,
you
watch
back
out to walk out
again,
some
huh?
of these
You
on the ground, so be prepared. That's totally unfair. Let's take care of business. I've been here 5 months. I'm dealing with bills that haven't been paid since 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021.
Yep.
That's totally unfair. So I got to make a decision on it. I was told, oh, you just said yes with the mayor. I'm for paying bills. Yes. Pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
Let's get together on what we're going to vote on. We having these meetings over at Dolton Park. Andrew Holmes, have you been invited into those meetings?
What meeting?
I haven't been invited
there
to
he
a
is.
meeting.
There he is, Andrew
The mayor hasn't
Holmes.
been invited to a meeting. That's totally unfair. But I got to move on. I'm sorry. I done got on my soapbox.
Yeah.
It's getting irritating. And what we're doing here, we steady fighting something that's totally unfair to the residents.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take away from that. I'm still a resident here, and I pay them same high taxes everybody else paid.
Shit, pay them bills.
My alley look like Vietnam. I got hills in front of my house. The tree stump is just steady coming up. But I'm still fighting out here for other people to get service and not me. Just so happened December 1st, every December 1st is my birthday.
Yeah.
I just had a birthday.
That's crazy, man.
All right. So I say that to say, I got to come off of shoveling snow. I've been ordered by my wife, no more shoveling snow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little tough out there. Take advantage of this stuff. It's about shoveling your snow. Come on. Let's get with it. Thank you.
All right, Stan. All right, next on the agenda is
That's Stan
Fire
Brown.
Chief McCain.
Thank you. Good evening, Madam Mayor. Thank you, trustees, and happy birthday, Trustee Brown. Appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
And thank you to the department heads and, most importantly, the residents of the Village of Dolton. Total fire responses for the Village of Dolton year to date. Fire departments responded to 5,162 emergency incidents. It's a total of 15 calls per day.
15 calls a day.
753 are fire,
that's
hazmat, and motor vehicle
not even
accident
30 minutes for
responses,
LAFD.
And 3,409 emergency medical responses for the total of 5,162. 9 safety tips I wanted to go over in regards to the holiday season, because it's so important that even though it's a festive time of the year, we want to make sure our residents are safe. And the top 9 that we try to preach to everyone is to make sure that they're
shot,
aware
not
that
killed,
half of the
Mike.
home decoration fires in December are started by candles.
Thankfully.
So please be careful with your candles. Don't leave them unattended. More than a third of the home decoration fires are started by candles. Christmas Day itself is the peak day for candle fires.
Yeah, what's Lori Lightfoot
keep
done
candles
already in the
12
first
inches away
week?
from anything
Has she
that
found
burns.
anything out at 400
Christmas
grand a
tree, if you
week
have
or
a
whatever
real
they're
Christmas
paying
tree,
her?
Please make sure that you top it off with water.
4
every day,
grand? I think it's 4 grand
A
a
dry
week.
Christmas tree could be dangerous, especially with all the lights on it. More than 1 in every 5 Christmas tree fires were caused by heat sources that were too close to the tree itself.
All right, you
read
ready
the
to eat?
manufacturer's instructions, recommendations. Make sure you have the proper
All
amount
right,
of
let me
light
go
strands.
feed
You don't
him.
want to have 10 light strands plugged into each other. It's going to become a hazard. It can't.
400 an hour? Boy, she saw those suckers coming, Taiji.
Make sure your tree is at least 3 feet away from any heat source, like a fireplace, radiator, space heaters, candles, heat vents. Make sure 3 feet away, 36 inches. And then get rid of your tree after Christmas when it's all dried up. So those are some of the 12 safety facts. We want to make sure that the residents in our community are safe from fire, especially during the holiday season. In regards to the comment that was made earlier, the doors are up to code as far as life safety codes 101. We do have panic hardware for egress, or if there was an emergency here, although it's locked from the outside, if there was an emergency inside this building, we do have panic hardware that meet the NFPA code, so in the event of emergency, we're able to get out. And in addition, last but not least, EMT and Fire Academy classes are starting back up in January. So again, we're currently reaching out to the residents, not only in our community in Dolton, but the surrounding communities, to make sure they have an opportunity to take the EMT class and Fire Academy class. So we're going to be working with Prairie State College, Black Fire Brigade, as well as with the police department and the township to make sure that information gets out. And last but not least, again, I'd like to give a shout out to my guys, Dolton firefighters, because they do an incredible job. Out of the 20 towns in our Mavis division, we're top 5 with total run responses and top 2 with total fire responses. So we're short-staffed. They work hard. They train every day. They keep our equipment up to speed. So, again, I can't be more proud of those guys because they work very hard for our community and take care of our residents. So thank you, Dolton firefighters. So, thank you. And Mayor, that will conclude my report. If you got anything else, thank you.
Thank you so much. Trustee?
I'll be recognized, Mayor.
Yes, go ahead.
Stan, you still here? No. You didn't have too much birthday fun. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to the residents. You know, I know you have enough knowledge. You've been blessed with 5 senses. You see, you hear. I'm quite sure you see and you hearing what's being done, being put together. And thank you, Mayor, for the work that you have done out here, because, you know, it takes a lot to sit up under this pressure.
All right. I'm back, Jax.
How can you sit here and...
That's a man who knows that it's coming.
That's only trying to
Fiddling with his hands while he's talking.
You know, but you walk away.
He knows the tidal waves are coming.
On who helped you, first and foremost. Thank the police department for the work you're doing. You know, I used to think that
Chase,
police get criticized.
No, rapper, singer T-Pain and wife victims of hit and run crash.
But look at all the police that are in the city of Chicago, around the United States, that are getting criticized, getting hits. I never seen how one person can take those low blows like that and still stand up and get the work done that's being done out here. Thank you, man.
Crying Jordan.
Because it takes a lot. She has a mother. She has a daughter. She has a father.
Meme dead.
First and foremost,
how could you do it?
The good Lord is healing you and blocking all them blows. Because as she stated, every time you throw one, 2 of them come right back at you and you never succeed. When you're born into a family,
and I hope the Lord helps you out
close
soon.
knit family, and you give God all the praise. The God
will strike you down.
Never break through those blessings, because see, you have been blessed to bless this village, to bless these people, and the village belongs
Come here,
to the
Bubba.
people.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Just give the people what they need. You know, who goes around don't want seniors to have anything that's free? They got their own family members who won't help them and take care of them. But thank you for opening up your
Indigo,
eyes.
that's the
And
charge.
Thank you, Dolton Police Department. Same
He
thing.
hasn't been
Opening up
charged
your
with it
eyes
yet,
and
but,
seeing what's wrong and try to adjust to
Definitely
what's
a
happening.
scary situation
for
the city too.
At least I
She's
want
going
to
to sue the city
if
and
you
win because she
have
was on city business.
Those big trucks, those big large trucks. that
This
are
is the
parked
guy,
on your block.
Roxanne.
They shouldn't be parked there.
He's
I'm
being
talking about those
accused
big
of
used trucks.
sexual,
Give Dolton Police
sexual
Department a call,
aid.
because you know I get a lot of
Sexual
calls
assault.
about these big trucks on the blocks overnight,
Allegedly.
taking up all their space. They cannot park there.
They all went on a
They can't
trip
get
to
tickets,
Las
and
Vegas for a
also get
convention
towed,
for the
am I
city.
correct?
So they were on
Had a
city
lot of
business,
calls
of
the other
course.
day.
Flew
So,
first class.
If you have anything like that, please give the Dolton Police Department
Stayed
a
in
call,
a
'cause
top-notch
We
casino.
don't sit around like that. They get enforced.
And
that's
one of the
on
ladies
person
woke up
who's parking them
naked
trucks there.
and
If you have any illegal activity going
disorientated.
on, your Dolton Police Department will call. Drugs, it don't make a difference, whatever. We aim to work under this administration to clean house. And soon we will be cleaning house coming up. But keep God first.
My
and stay
face is getting
prayerful.
there, Mike.
You know, I'm not walking out, but
getting-
I did inform the mayor
Still
that
hard
I have to run
form
due to
certain words and
another
shit.
baby that has
It's
been
getting
shot.
there. It's loosening up a little.
So I'm not walking out. Love you all. Stay prayerful. Most of all, stay with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bill Cosby.
All right.
Forgot
next
Cosby did all
on
that
the agenda,
shit.
we have housing.
I just love how Cosby went to like blind. He went to like a
And
blind
before you start,
man and all
Mr.
that.
Just so you guys are aware, they're gonna do their reports and they will.
Same with, what was his name? Weinstein.
Walk out, so we
They
cannot
came
take care
in
of
with a
any
walker.
business. We do not have a quorum. Just
No,
for
you
those that
don't need
know
no
how it
walker.
goes. But we do have to mention about the tax levy below.
The
So we will
fuck
mention
outta
that to you
here.
because it is rules and steps to this.
Trying
Today
to make
is the
himself
final
seem
day
like a
to
poor old
basically
little
officially vote
man.
for it. That's how you
Don't
know
go
people
crazy
are
on
directing
them.
them the wrong
They're
way.
just an old
because we will
man.
be held accountable for
Yeah,
it.
suddenly
Today's the day they
frail,
should have voted for it,
exactly.
then they should have walked out. But you never walk out of a meeting.
I
We get
almost
elected
died
to
of
do a
laughter
job,
when I saw
whether
him
we like
rolling
it or
in with
not.
the roller.
Me and the
with the-
mayor, previous, didn't see eye to eye. I never walked out of a meeting, ever. I sit there and I took whatever blow or hit, whatever someone had to say
it was
about
too
me.
funny.
You got to have tough
Yeah,
skin
where
in this
Diddy
game.
at now?
You can't walk out because you cannot have way.
How come Diddy ain't got? I guarantee you, if I had them charges,
I'm gonna do something about it when election
they
time
already
come.
got me.
You want to say about your tax levy really quick before you start? You.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I just want to bring up.
Guarantee if that was me, they already would have fucking hung me out back of the
Attorney
prison.
Delgado, can I mention item C on the under new business?
Yeah,
okay.
we should have put it on the record.
So I just want to put on the record item C under new business. Is a
Brandon.
motion to accept and approve the preliminary estimate of the 2023
sure.
property
Hoosier.
tax
With
levy
Jay-Z.
collected in 2024 in accordance with the Truth and Taxation Law of Illinois.
I ain't seen
we expect the
Jay-Z
levy-
either.
We expect the levy to be passed on the December 26th December 26th meeting, and we intend to levy the amount of $15,902,079. Thank you.
You think Jay-Z's hiding him?
So we had to put that into record so we won't be behind on deadlines.
And they got a lot of
next we
money.
have Mr. William, and then we will
They
conclude.
can hide for a while.
Right.
Forever, probably.
You're welcome.
You, Mayor.
Go somewhere
And
where
to
they
our
don't
board,
extradite.
And to our
That way, if you're caught, nothing they can really do to you.
Directors and managers,
You
and
can never
to
come
our
back.
residents, I want to say happy holidays. Mayor, if I can say this, just piggyback on what Trustee Holmes was saying. I believe there's more for you than there are against you. And I believe these leaders here, we stand with you. We know how hard you work and tirelessly that you work. And we're in the meetings when you're paying, when the things are not being done for the citizens. I love you.
Did he
We
sign
love
with
you.
Tupac?
We're going to stand with you. And I encourage every person that's not here, that's watching this, send this young lady, send our mayor some words of encouragement. Send her some things that if you know that she's worked for you, send her some encouragement. Don't stand in the shadows. We got more people coming out saying what they don't like, but I promise you, I'm here 7:30 in the morning. From 7:30 to when I leave, people are calling and saying how well you're doing. Encourage her. Why don't you come and tell her? I tell her every time I see her. Encourage her. She has a family. She has a family, and this is the season of joy. So don't be dismayed by what you see. God is for you, and He is for you. He's more than the whole world against you. Okay, so I thank you for the honor to serve with you.
Honor.
We're going to get through this, God willing. Amen.
The
So I'll
wrath
go
of
ahead and give
God
my report.
will
Thank
strike
you.
you down.
And I'll just give it at a high level for housing. We had a grand total of $55,367.97 of fees that we collected. And for our permits, for
Really
the month-
quickly, I'm going to stop it for just a second. So, do you think if she gets caught or they get caught, will it change the whole sermon? Will they look at these people as evil now if he was wrong? What do you think? I don't think so.
November, we had a grand total of $46,981.24, bringing us to a grand
Yes,
total
no,
of $102,349.21. Mayor, that concludes my
Nope.
report.
Yes.
And we'll be back here
No.
in the morning working to serve our residents. Thank you for the honor.
Thank you.
Thank you
That
for the
concludes my
honor.
report.
What honor? What are you talking about?
If anybody would like to address this body, anybody from administration,
I think you're trying to say
got an
honorable.
issue or something we need to address, please let us know your issue or your concern.
Love that
stay
drop.
safe. Love on each other. I say this all the time.
You be loving
call
on
your
me.
neighbor, call your loved one. If it's something going on in your life and you're into with a family member, call, make it right. They don't have to reach out. You reach out. Let's just flip it this time, because at the end of the day, today not promise, tomorrow not promise. I've seen so many people at my doorstep, so many people in my office crying about they shoulda, coulda, woulda. And what I mean by that is
Shoulda,
they didn't have the
coulda, wouldas.
opportunity to make it right. So all I can do is just try to educate you guys and give you the knowledge and uplift you to maybe make that first stance. From the little dog that keep boo-booing in your yard, say, neighbor,
Oh, my.
I forgive you, but we're going to do better next time. I just want you to know that I'm here if you need me. Y'all got to do things like that. And for some, that's been working. They call me back and say that they made amends with a loved one or their neighbor.
Okay, be real.
You guys, I've had so many different issues along this year. It's been an awesome year, but it's been an uphill battle as relates to life, love, just in your kids. Because your kids are your future. I say that because I get a lot of people that won't take care of their kids. I got a lot of people that's actually doing better due to the fact that we put all these activities and festivities in our town, which bring community together. I love the fact that parents went at the club. When we had an event one night, that was out on the rink skating with their kids instead of going out. And the baby said, my mom normally go to the club tonight, Mayor, but she's out here with me. I love you. I said, I love you too. So them the stories and moments that warm my heart, that make me keep pushing through all the controversy. And them the moments that we don't get to take.
Them the moments.
To share with you because that's what make me keep going and not giving up. As my baby Justice say, never, never, ever give up. And you have to tell your kids and your family members the same exact thing. Because at the end of the day, it is light at the end of the tunnel. Just because you're going through that season right now don't mean you're not going to make it. Sometimes that is your test because it's not a testimony without a test. So you got to remember that. But you got to make sure you understand that this too shall pass. But you got to be strong enough to stand in it and see that it's light. Because remember, you're going to go through it, but you got to grow through it too. And as we go through it, the growth is what matters. Those are the lessons of life. I tell everybody, it don't matter what you do or how you do it. What matters is how you come back from out of it at the end. Your ending story is what makes it so great. I'm going to leave you with this. Go watch, what's his name, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry had a whole documentary on, I think it was Netflix or Prime, one of them. It was really awesome. He talked about how people was against him. He talked about how his family, loved ones, friends, people that didn't think he was going to make it. And he made his play. And he wasn't doing great numbers. He put all his money up behind himself. That's why I tell you, you got to invest in yourself first before you go begging other people to invest their money in you. So he did that, and the play was a flop. Came back, did it again, was another flop. Came back again and did it. And guess what? Put on a dress. He put on that dress, Medea became the star. And no one ever saw that coming because they went a different angle. But sometimes you have to readjust your fight or your message. Because sometimes people didn't get it this way, but they got it when he put on that dress. So all I'm telling you is readjust. Remember, we playing chess, not checkers. Amen. All right. I'm going to conclude with that. I love y'all. Nothing y'all can do about it. But go check that out because it's really inspiring. And now he's the number one person in the industry. So all I'm telling you is remember, it don't matter. People see your glory, but they don't know your story. And he's telling his story of how he came from and how he's on top right now. He had big-time producers, directors, people that didn't think he was going to make it. And he made it. He had all that up against him like y'all see y'all men. All this up against me, but I'm always stating the facts. I'm always staying prayed up. I'm always stating what is going on in our village. And I'm going to work on it next year. I promise you this. I'll work on coming in here and just actually ask them how they going to vote and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, my work speaks for itself. That's all that matters. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
No, that's the test to becoming a true star in Hollywood, is them dressing you up like a woman. I think that's what more people are getting at. All right, so that one's done. Another one in the books. Oh. Beautiful morning in the dam. It's cold and rainy. Cold and rainy in the dam. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild to see what's going on over there, man. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if we're going to get a first of the month meeting. I really don't. And if we do, it's going to be a wild one for fucking absolutely everybody. You know? Yeah, it's going to be a wild one, I'll tell you that. No joke. Yep, we're going to be doing a show live tonight. Today's a full moon. So we got our full moon show. Should be good, you know. We'll have some crazy shit on the scanners, I'm sure. Speaking of the crazy shit, let's see if the hold on real quick here. Let's see if the ham radio ops are going crazy on each other. They were earlier. Frequency's quiet right now, at least on 450. We'll go check out 435. See what's going on over there. Who's paying the bills? We didn't even get to do no corporate bills. There's Tammy. Tammy crushing somebody out. You're not making it, sucker. There's USO. He's funny. There's Terry. Terry's 85, by the way. So he's the old man on the frequency. Him. Now they do record him a lot because he doesn't give a fuck. He'll say what he wants to say. Then they'll play the funny things he says back, and then he gets aggravated. That doesn't sound much fun. I still say Lori Lightfoot will finish this investigation. Well, of course she will. She wants the money. But what's the difference? You already have the federal government. You got the government looking into it. The feds are already pushing down on that dude. Let's go see what Mammoth Mountain. Look, there's still people on the. Damn, so the slopes are still going. People still skiing and snowboarding, just not on the half pipe. Looks like the half pipe's donezo. Uh-oh, there you go. Balls in your mouth. USO's just a dick. He likes to be mean. Jeff Briegel's the 49er, won 2 Super Bowls with Joe Montana. He's one of the hams that talks on these frequencies. Well, he doesn't really talk on this one much anymore. Dude legit won 2 Super Bowl rings with Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. I'll do one more bag with you guys. One more look. Get it out of here. Right on. So yeah, they do a 420 show. She does. Right there. Her name's Tammy. And even if you're not a ham op, you can participate by tuning into their frequency 147.435 on your phone. And then she'll give you a shout out. She'll give you a bong hit number. She'll, send you maybe a little card. Tells you your number and all that stuff. Every day at 4:20. Oh, Moxie, it was your birthday? I'm sorry I missed a happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Damn, homeboy flew off that second one. I don't know, Mogul. You have to ask her. All right.
Smoke.
Bro, look at homeboy. Damn. Oh, damn. And he landed it, too. Dude, that dude just jumped a good... Look at the guy coming right now, too. Look at this dude. The next one up. He's flying. Look at him. Oh, and it fucking turns. God damn it. These fools are ripping out there, dude. Full send, right? Oh, look, it's just flying. Did you, Hunter? Are you good like that, Hunter? You getting fucking 10-foot airs? Just flying like a bird? What's up, CW? Shout out to you and the rest of Rado. Big win for Denver last night, that's for sure. Boy, oh boy. Talk about blowing it, Lakers. 20-point lead. I say that the Lakers need to really think about the future after this year. With LeBron and all that. Because it ain't working. Could be some ugly days after LeBron's gone with the Lakers. They don't... Picks are not all that great. Need Jerry West back. What you need. That dude's a championship maker. I'm not on. I'm just facing reality, man. You know. The picks aren't all that great. We're always in the middle, so we're not getting high picks anyways for the most part. And, I mean, Kobe was a draft pick by fucking Charlotte, right? Shaq came over from Orlando. We didn't get that pick. He was the number 1 overall to Orlando. I mean, the last few guys to carry the torch weren't Laker picks. I mean, And I might go as far to say as the last great Lakers pick might have been like Worthy. Big Game James. I mean, Robert Horry, Big Shot Bob was the Rockets. He was drafted by the Rockets, I'm pretty sure. I mean, am I missing somebody that was drafted? They did a great thing. I mean, anybody. It was but Sabalos. He was a Sun. I'm keep thinking. We know LeBron wasn't a pick by the Lakers, so you know what I mean? They do great in free agency. That's where they have the money in it. They shine. But when you're talking about actual draft picks, like, I mean, who? Anthony Peeler? Nick Van Exel? Who are we talking about here? Kurt Rambis? If we have to go back, I'm telling you, Worthy, Rambis. The Worthy would be the last good pick the Lakers made. I'm just thinking right now. I'm just thinking in my head. Am I wrong? Damon, are you wrong? I'm not wrong. Who? Doug Christie? That was a Laker pick. Yeah. I'm thinking about all the Laker picks in my head in the last 10 years that are... Oh, what's his name? The white kid. Forget his fucking name. I see his face right now. He was a good pick, and he's a good player. But again, he's a bench player. Fucking, fuck, man. What's his name? Smush Parker. Terrible pick. Reeves. Austin Reeves. Thank you. Austin Reeves. Thank you. No, not Luke Walton. Austin Reeves. No, I'm talking about just Laker picks, Gino. That's all we're just talking about right now. I'm just saying, LeBron's about done. As good as he still is he's playing at a high level for his age. Okay, but he doesn't have that many more years. Okay? Lakers don't really get number one pick overalls. They're always in the middle because they usually finish around the middle, right? Just make the playoffs, just maybe miss. But they're never dead last. So they don't get the high NBA picks usually. And even when they do, wherever they're picking, I'm telling you, who in the last 20 years have they picked that has been a superstar? Every superstar that has carried the torch and raised a banner were all free agents at some point, except for Kobe. And Kobe was a pick by Charlotte that they traded for. So technically, they didn't pick him. They traded for him with Vlade, remember? So, I mean, technically, I don't know. I mean, it was a good thing that they went for it. Of course, that was Jerry West at that time. He saw Kobe's talent, I'm pretty sure. So everything else has been free agency. Shaq came over in free agency. Any other big stars you can name me, they all came in free agency. Karl Malone, he was there. Gary Payton, he was there, free agent. So people want to come here and play because they want to be a Laker even if they're not drafted by the Lakers. I'm telling you, the Lakers don't draft well, even the picks that they do have. That's what I'm saying. And if you got to rely on the draft, which most teams do, to get to right the ship, so to speak, I mean, you're in trouble. Lakers need to do something. They need somebody who knows how to fucking pick. And, I don't know, trade picks if they have any. I don't even know if they've traded away their first rounders. Who knows? So, I don't know. They're probably still giving up picks for Anthony Davis. And again, another free agent that they didn't pick. Came over and has done pretty well. When he's not injured. So that's all I'm saying. Who wants to live in LA? Rocket, a lot of people, believe it or not. It's still a beautiful place for the most part. Is it a lot shittier than it was 10 or 20 years ago? Absolutely. No doubt. No question. More crime, more homeless encampments, more filth, everything just getting overrun. Yes, absolutely. But people still want to live here because you got to remember, those dudes are living in like Orange County, or they're going to live in Manhattan, Manhattan Beach or something. They're going to live in a nice little area on the beach, in Malibu maybe, where you're not seeing homeless encampments for the most part. I mean, there's a few homeless roaming around Malibu. The beaches always are because they lay on the beach, and it's, they can take a tent and walk down the street and pitch it in another place, and then you have an ocean view. It's like you're on a desert island, but you can walk 2 minutes and be, with people at a store. So, yeah. All right. Let me see what's going on there. Yeah. Far better life in OC. Well, again, some of them don't want to deal with the traffic, but, they definitely do. I mean, it's not that bad if you're not driving in traffic, but a lot of times they are. But it's worth it to them sometimes, So that's why I say Malibu will give them the same thing like, the OC does, really. They just have to deal with going down PCH. A lot of them live in like Thousand Oaks area too. Calabasas is a big area for sports stars. The ones that want to not spend so much but have a beautiful city view. They're just getting the view of the valley versus the city or the beach. So, yeah. So you'd be surprised. And again, a team like the Lakers, for instance, or the Dodgers, it's a prestigious franchise. It's just like being a Yankee. People want to be a Yankee. They don't really just want to go and live in New York and play baseball there. They want to be a Yankee because it's like being a Yankee. Okay, it's just that way. There's certain franchises in sports. Being a Cowboy, whether you like them or not, it's a prestigious franchise. Okay, not everybody gets to play for certain teams like that. So sometimes people really do, when it comes to their free agency, if the team's making a decent enough pitch, yeah, I do want to live there. Because it's a nice place. 70-80% of the year, that's fucking bright and sunny. So where you could literally go skiing right there in 2 hours, or in an hour I can be fishing on a lake or in the ocean. I could go skydiving. I can do anything that you could pretty much name me other than fire automatic weapons. Now, you can, plenty of gun ranges in and out. You can go to gun range in 30 minutes. Can't fire automatic weapons, but pretty much everything else we can do within 2 hours time. And then within 3.5 hours, you'll be in Las Vegas. You can be there in 45 minutes if you choose to fly. 47-minute flight. Up, down. Literally. And it's quite turbulent because you're barely just getting over. They don't even give you anything because by the time you're up, you're already coming back down. It's that fast of a flight. Turbulent as fuck. You're just going over the mountain range there, the Sierra Nevadas, and coming on in. Yeah. Just saying, LA's got a lot to offer in that sense. Not to mention, if you're in certain industries, this is where their headquarters are at. If you're in the, the movie or TV industry, it's here. Fashion's as big as, other places are. Fashion's pretty big here. There's a lot of manufacturers here, Some of the biggest, like designer schools are here. Culinary's huge, the food industry. There's so many food places. There's so many private chefs. People come out here just to be a private chef for 3 different actors. And they do meal preps for them, or come once a week and do a meal prep and cook them a hot meal. I'm telling you, it's a thing. They're wealthy enough to have fucking, real chefs come in. When they have a party with 20, they're not cooking fucking Thanksgiving. Okay, they get a 3-team fucking 3 professional chefs working all together, and they're cooking the meal for them. And they're just eating and enjoying, and then paying them $10,000 or whatever it is, the fee, to come and cook your Thanksgiving dinner. And that's how they do it. That's how the ballers be doing it. A lot of stars, they don't want to be busy ruining their clothes, and they want to be busy entertaining and talking. So save all that time, and it's really a tax deduction. So it is what it is. I mean, not that you're going to get it all back, but, some of it back. So And that's how it works here. I'm telling you, there's a lot to offer here in Los Angeles. You know, it's again, you want to be in the CHP. I'm pretty sure anywhere, like, you have to be here because there's no other. You know, the California Highway Patrol whole academy is up in Sacramento. So you want to be, you know, a trooper here, you got to go there to California. To Sacramento rather. You know, I mean, there's just a lot. There's a lot to do here, man. Just so much industry, you know. Believe it or not, there is gas industry here too. I know you guys, a lot of states, you know, you're pumping gas, but we are too. We refine gas, and yet it's still $6 a gallon for us. LA County hosts medical students. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, that's what's great about the medical field. As soon as you get your certification and you're good to go, you could go anywhere. You can go to Iowa, you can go to Massachusetts, you can come here to California, and you're going to find a job. You know, no problem finding a job doing what you're doing. For the most part, you know, unless things are happening that's crazy in the world or something. But for the most part, you know, you can go anywhere. And that's all I say. A lot of people, you know, it's the glitz and glamour or what they think it is, you know, or what they've been told what it really is like. And then people want to come here and follow their dream. Music industry is huge here. I'm telling you. All the record labels, a lot of them are here. If not, they're in Florida. They're not in Colorado. As big as Colorado is, beautiful as it is. Just saying. So, you know, that's why you have a lot of transplants here. You know, everybody comes to follow their dreams. That's that, you know. It's all about the Quimby fees, Sween. For sure, it's the Quimby fees' fault. Absolutely. Large market teams will get you those bigger brand and endorsement deals. Absolutely. I mean, how many, you know, as much as they're a great team, the Milwaukee Brewers, how many commercials you see with the Brewer players? None. But should. But they're not as marketable. I mean, fuck, you see Shohei's face everywhere, and people say, well, why would they pay $750? Because you're not realizing dude already sold $100 million in jerseys before he even played one game probably for the Dodgers, because he did that for the Angels. He made $100 million for the Los Angeles. I'm going to call them the California Angels, because that's what they are. California Angels, okay, because they're in Anaheim, not L.A., he made him $100 million before he played one game. And that's what people don't understand. Why don't they pitch him? Because he's already had 2 Tommy Johns. If he gets a third one, he's not throwing a baseball ever. So you're better off just keeping him doing what he's doing. Let him be in the lineup. Let him just be there, because just showing up every day and playing is going to have people sitting in those seats. You know, and again, with him, even more so because he's Japanese. You know what I mean? The Japanese folks are very supportive of their own people. And when it comes to sports, they really are. And they love baseball. It's the second biggest market when it comes to baseball is Japan. So it was a no-brainer. That's why Artie Moreno is the biggest fool I think I've ever known. And I don't even know him. Like, I mean, dude, we were sitting here. You can watch the things. We were talking about it like, man, why doesn't he? And then there was the day where they just retained him. The trade deadline was over. And I was like, what an idiot. He didn't trade him. This dude's going to walk at the end of the year. He'll probably sign with the Dodgers or some other team. And then he did. And you got nothing for him when you could have got 5 players that changed the look of your franchise right away to where they'd actually be a young core that could grow together, that are all good players. You know what I mean? And change the franchise in a year or two. You're already into the playoffs and doing well, and actually give Trout maybe his twilight years in some playoff games. Poor Mike Trout's going to rot away there. And he's their seat filler. Without Mike Trout, the Angels are nothing. Nobody's going to see Rendon. They hate that dude. That dude cost them $180 million, I think it is. He hasn't done a fucking thing. Plays when he wants to play. He's just another Machado, a dude that has talent, but just plays when they want to, not when they're supposed to, which is every play. So, you know, how can anyone be an Angel fan? Well, because, again, they're a fan of the team and not the owner. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of the ownership of the Dodgers. I hate the things they do. I still mad at them for creating that Dodger Channel deal that was only with the cable companies and not with DirecTV too. It cost us as the fans the last 2 years of Vin Scully calling games. We never saw him again unless we literally had to change my entire TV package from DirecTV to fucking cable, and I refused to do that. Yeah, now he's on the IL, exactly. Yeah. Again, Sween, after doing nothing for a whole year already. So that's what I'm saying, and not to say that they're notorious for that. Look what Josh Hamilton did to the Angels. Okay, he not the first one. Artie doesn't make some smart moves. He spends the money on dumb fucks when he could have sent, Tani to like the Mets and got Kodai Senga, who's a good pitcher already, and Brett Beatty, who's already a starting third baseman, and changed the look already. You probably could have got 4 guys for that guy. Okay, I'm just saying, it's just you have to be the dumbest motherfucker to just let the biggest player in baseball, back-to-back MVP, to just go. He is the darling of baseball right now. The MLB can't have him caught gambling because he's the face of baseball almost right now. He has the most endorsement deals. He can't get caught. He's got so many endorsement deals that he would lose. Like, I mean, dude, I couldn't believe that move. That was just astonishing. I'm still baffled by it. I mean, you really thought, like, oh, yeah, he's just going to come back and sign because I am who I am, or I'll give him enough money. No. The dude wants to win, and he showed you that by deferring the money. Okay? Did the Bobby Bonilla deal. Okay? Going to get paid on the back end, and meanwhile, they've already made $100 million on jersey sales, I'm sure of it, and all the other merch to pay him his $750. They'll put that in account, starting earning interest at 5%. That'll start help paying for his contract in 20 years that we got to pay him off. And when you're making $100 million a year in endorsements, what the fuck else do you need another $100 million for? You're getting in such a tax bracket that they're killing you in this state. So you got to remember where you are too. That makes sense. And that's why another reason I think the whole gambling thing came out. I think it was all uncovered by the state of California because they're angry that they didn't get their cut because he deferred the money the way he did. And they didn't get their cut of tax on the $750 million. They were all up in arms about it. Okay? It's not a secret. They were angry. Okay? They're angry that his agent and his manager are the smarter folks and figured the loophole out. Okay? Traded away Torrey Hunter, Josh Allen. Yeah, as I'm saying, like with them, their pitching was always a problem. So then they addressed it last year. Last year, they didn't pick one position player. It was all pitchers in the draft. Everybody was a pitcher. But then did it really work out? And they picked up, what's his name, too? I forget. They got, he's a starter, too. Fuck, man, my brain's, I'm faded today. Still got to get my tolerance back. I can't remember his name, but I know they picked up a pitcher, a decent starter this year, free agent, and it really hasn't done much for him. I just don't, I don't use the Puffco as much. I use the Dabex. The Dabex is really fire, dude. This is, right here, the Dabex, man. This shit, because you could put so much water in it. See how much water? Dude, and you can take, milky blasts. Yeah, no. I'm telling you, take some fat rips off that shit. So, I just haven't been using it because of my face. I can't really, my lips don't close like that anymore right now. So it's hard for me. That's why I use a straw to drink and stuff for the most part, because I can't close one side of my mouth while I'm drinking without getting shit all over me. So yeah, it's a fucked up part, but that's why I just haven't been using it. I'm gonna get back to it. Yeah, that's the Dabex Go, I think. Isn't that what it's called? The DavX Go? I'm pretty sure it's the Go. It's fucking good. It's good. Have I seen Victor Wembanyama? Of course. He's a good young player. Spurs draft well. Right? Tim Duncan was their draft pick. Right? Pretty sure Kawhi Leonard was a draft pick of theirs. They know how to draft. Popovic knows basketball. He knows players. You know? Plus, they've had some other... What's his name? Tony... Fuck, I see his face. The French dude. Tony... Parker? No. That doesn't sound right. Tony Parker? Was it Parker? Okay, see, I was right. Yeah. Yeah, that, I mean, he's really good. Again, another draft pick. Some teams know how to pick. That's just it. David Robinson, the Admiral. Another pick by the fucking Spurs. Granted, they've had some number ones, though, and that's the thing. And, Wembanyama, Robinson, they were both number one pick overalls. I'm pretty sure Duncan was not. But I can't remember. I know he was a big player that year, but I don't think he was the first overall. He might have been, though. Ginobili, yeah, there you go. Mano Ginobili. See, you're getting it. I mean, Sean Elliott, he was a good player. he was an all-star. Duncan was a number one. Okay, so thank you for confirming, Conga. I'm stoned. I can't think of nothing today. But I'm telling you, if you go down the list and you start to just think about it, I'm not a fucking Spurs fan. I care less about the fucking San Antonio Spurs. But I'm just saying, you really say to yourself, there's, Popovic and the scouts, they're drafting well when they're picking. Yeah, DeJounte Murray, there you go. There's another one. He's a pretty good, solid young player. So, you keep looking at it, and you're like, And that's how you know West did it, because West did, he saw what he saw in Kobe, even though it wasn't their pick. He traded for their pick. He, because they couldn't get down far enough, I'd assume. And then also, you see what he's done with the Golden State Warriors. And what he did with, what was he with, Oklahoma? Memphis? Who was he with? Oh, I think it was with Memphis. Ja. Like, he knows how to draft. Did they draft Boris Diaw? Gosh, I can't remember right now. I'm so stoned. I hadn't been smoking weed for a week, so now I'm like getting ripped. I'm trying to get my tolerance back here. Never been skiing? I've only gone a couple times. But it was fun. It's cold, of course. So prepare to be cold all the time. But it's definitely an experience I think everybody should have. Snowball fights, some sledding, at the bare minimum. Yeah, I got some cards to send out. Actually, I sold a big card yesterday. I sold a $1,600 Nikola Jokic card. Oh, and that reminds me also, Felipe Gonzalez, man, thank you so much. I'm going to thank you again when we go tonight. But thank you to Felipe Gonzalez. Thank you to DS, the RN, for 2 huge donos for the 420 show that we did. I mean, literally, like, when I was getting off, I was turning everything off and my phone rang with both of those. So shout out to both you guys. Those are huge donations. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. So yeah, I just got a few cards. So I sold the Jokic rookie. I mean, that's a big card. I remember hitting it in a box and just, throwing it in a box. It was nothing big. And then they won that championship last year. And man, some of them sold really expensive, like $2,200, $2,500. But mine was at PSA. You know what I mean? And I was waiting for it to get back, and they take forever sometimes. They take months sometimes to send you your shit back. So I missed out on that. It went down a little bit, but who cares? Still got good money for it, and somebody got a really nice card, a really nice rookie his piece of his jersey in there, autographed, and I think there's only like 60 of them, 65 on that version, like the blue version that I sold. So good card, So yeah, got to do that. Got to pack up some cards, send them off at 6 o'clock. I'd like to list some cards. I mean, I have so many more to list, and just sometimes you get lazy with it. As much as you do with the spreadsheet and as fast as it is, it just gets tiring. What do I think about the 2 Laker losses? Well, I think it's not good for the Lakers. I mean, they blew a 20-point lead. And it's tough for you to come back on a team that comes back on you on a 20-point buzzer beater. That's like the dagger already in game 2. And usually I think it's like 70% of the teams that win game 1 win the series. So it's not looking good for the Lakers. Do they have a chance still? Of course they do. But it's not looking good for them. The signs of life are very, very minimal. It goes to show you that they're just not in it. Because if you are, you wouldn't blow a 20-point lead. And I can tell you the Kings were that way last night. From the very first shift against Edmonton. You could see the very first shift of the game. How Edmonton came out and smashed him. Smashed Drew Doughty right into the boards. And that's saying, hey, you're not coming into my barn and dictating tempo. We dictate the tempo. And that put them they just threw them back for a second. You could just see the Kings weren't skating. They just weren't skating. And then they had a late comeback. They outshot us almost double. More face-off wins. Stupid penalties. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, if they don't trade Pierre-Luc Dubois after this year, the dude's such a cancer. You're paying $8 million for a dude to play on a fourth line. He's a fourth line center making $8 million a year. It's fucking unheard of. It's unheard of. Like, it just doesn't happen. It should never happen. And it's happening. And he's just no good. And not only is he not finishing checks, he's not winning faceoffs. He's certainly not scoring. He doesn't show any effort, and then he's committing stupid penalties. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. And you know what? All I can say is the Winnipeg Jets fleeced us. They totally knew what they had. They knew they had a dude who had talent, who was a 3rd pick overall in the draft. So he obviously has talent. But he has no heart. He has no heart. He's like Machado with less talent. At least Machado puts up numbers while he doesn't give you all his heart. Pierre-Luc Dubois is putting up nothing. You have guys that are fucking on rookie contracts that are scoring what he's scoring, and you're paying him $8 million a year. Now, I don't blame the Jets in a sense, because you're not going to tell somebody when you're selling the used car what's fucked up about all of it. You're just going to sell them the car, probably, right? Let's be honest. And that's what Winnipeg did. They knew they had a guy that was a head case, and they got him from Columbus. I'm pretty sure he was drafted by Columbus, and then he was traded to Winnipeg. Or maybe it was the other way around. No, I think it was the other. No, it was that way. It was that way. And they got 3 of our good players. I mean, fucking Gabe, one of the 3 players, Gabe Velarde, that we had, who was a young player, we're talking 20, 21, he is the number 1, he has most goals on the power play for Winnipeg. Okay, he's that kind of a sniper for the power play for Winnipeg now. And we gave him away for a guy who who's this close to being sent down to the minors, and you can't send him down, because who's paying $8 million a year for a guy to play minor league hockey? I don't think the entire team's salary would be $8 million for your minor league team. So you can't do it. And how do you get rid of him now? Everybody knows he's no good. He's damaged goods. Do you just get rid of him and release him and pay his contract? No way. He signed for like 6 years or some shit. It'd be like $50 million you'd have to eat against the cap and all that too. What the hell is Puffco? Puffco's a company that makes these. Makes this. The Puffco. There's there's the Dabex stuff too. So just different companies that make different rigs, so to speak. No, I'm not selling anything. I keep those. I'm going to use them again. And hope, my mouth goes back to normal. I mean, shit, they were shooting me with the gun yesterday in the face. That shit fucking feels weird, dude. Your fucking muscles are all twinging in your face and in your arm. Oh, it just hits the nerve, and then it's just... And you're just sitting there not doing it, but it's doing it. It's fucking weird. Tell me when you feel it, and then you could just... I'm like, how do they not see my face moving, like twinging? They can see it. Yeah, it's weird. But it's what I got to do, to keep going through the process of therapy, Sucks. I have to get a Neuralink? No. That's enough shocking as it is. Get enough of the electrodes. Yeah, Sadie, I feel like I am. It's just very slow. I mean, that's why they said 6 months, and it's... I don't know, it's been a little over 4 months now. Yeah, like the 18th was 4 months. So, a week past 4 months. So, hopefully in the next 2 months, it'll completely come back, and that's what sucks, It sucks when they sit you down and tell you that right before Christmas, and then you're like, well, fuck, so I'm going to look like this for half of 2024? Sure are, bud. Have fun. Oh, shit, yeah. It's the way to start it off with a bang, not to mention 2 colds. That's why they call me the host, ladies and gentlemen. Because if there's somebody sick around me, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. You better stay away. I gotta start becoming like a hypochondriac. Start getting all crazy. Thank you, Bloodbath. It's hard for me to kind of notice, of course, also because I see my face every day. But people that don't see me every day, I guess you guys can see the transformation. All right, last bag, and then I'm out of here. Because I'm already fucking ripped. Yeah, Tio, I do take vitamins. I just, my immune system is on the blink. Thank you, Sky. Kelly Bug, I have a Bell's palsy. I have a bout of Bell's palsy, which is like having a small or mild stroke, and you lose, the ability to move your like facial muscles for the most part. Like you have a face, one side droops, and like your eye, like here, see my eye still won't close like all the way. I can see a little bit of light, so it's tough for me to close my left eye, and I can't close the left side of my mouth, like try to put a balloon in there and like see, I'm trying to hold it closed and it won't close. So it's actually part of the exercise. So yeah, I mean, they say it's, usually 4 to 6 months in recovery time. And like I was just saying, we're about the 4-month mark. We're at the 4-month mark. So hopefully the rest in this next month and a half comes back and I can get back to normal, I've never wanted to blow up a balloon so bad in my life. I mean, even raspberries, I'm getting close. See, I can do a little bit. Before, I couldn't even do that. It just sounds so juvenile, but, dude, there's so many facial muscles, and there's so many, it's a detachment of your 7th cranial nerve. So the nerves are detached from the muscles, so they have to grow back, and it just takes time. So, thank you, Kelly Bug. Appreciate you. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, me getting more upset or being sad or mad or depressed, it's not going to help the way I see it. So it's already happened. And the way you do is you fight it face on. I don't care. I did a show. I literally did a show 2 days after that whole thing happened. I think something like that. I came and told you guys what was happening, and pretty much haven't stopped since. I think it's, sometimes it's also me talking is good therapy, trying to get my different words out. See, like right there, sometimes it's really difficult, and I may missay something, you know what I mean? I'm trying to say one thing, but it sounds like another because it's just, just not there yet. All right, let's go.
Smoke.
So just my turn, man. Apparently it's a thing that happens, more frequent than you know. People get it mixed up for Ramsey Hunt. It's not Ramsey Hunt. And thankfully it wasn't a real stroke, because then I wouldn't be able to move at all. So, yeah, and that would have the whole left side of your body. I mean, it's weird because my tongue was, for the first month or so, I couldn't taste much of anything. It's weird. Like it was numb. My tongue was numb. Weird. And stinks helps. Oh, baby boy. All right, now that you sat down and laid down here, we can show you again, old fat boy. Yeah, it stinks. Uh-huh. Ooh. Ooh. Big baby. You like baby. You don't like baby? You don't like baby? Oh, you like that, huh? Oh, you like that, huh? Feels good, huh, Dad? Oh, buddy. Oh. Till you start biting again. Thank you, Patty. Acupuncture helps. Yeah, I tried it a couple times. It didn't, but it's also, I didn't know how, it's expensive, man. They're really charging a lot for it, and they're talking, like 10 fucking times to do it. And yeah, I don't know. I just said, I got to pay for the therapy too, so I'd rather just do the therapy, at that point. And then, like Allison sent me a TENS device, so it's just like the gun, but I put 4 patches, like 2 on my forehead, 1 on my temple, and 1 on my cheek, and it moves the muscles for you, and I can do all day if I wanted. I mean, it's not good because my face will get sore. So that's the sucky part. Like, you eat for 2-3 minutes and you already feel like you've been chewing for an hour. Well, I don't know if I have good health insurance. I mean, Blue Shield, Blue Cross, I don't know how good they are, but they pay for everything that went on in the hospital. Thankfully, they took care of all that. Because I drove myself to the emergency room because I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was really having maybe a stroke. It was weird. And I see that they paid all that, but when it comes to the therapy side of it, I still have a copay for each one. So It is, Allison. Thank you so much. Still using it on the daily. I was using it on the wrong pattern, apparently, because, like, as soon as I told him that you sent me one, the doctor had me come and bring it so he could show me the right setting and how long. Because I was doing it for 30 minutes on the wrong setting, but still, it still felt good. But this one he was showing me as a specific setting for it for 10 minutes only. And it's a little more, it hurts. it hurts after 10 minutes. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. The very first few shocks hurt. But for some reason, after the first few shocks, it's like your body starts to get used to the shocking. So, yeah. Get them stem cells, son. I don't know what a Mac hybrid is, Viz. I'm just on a Mac. Which I know everybody said, why did you go get a regular PC? You could have built one for all that. Because I don't really know how to use PCs all that much. So I have a PC in the room that I list cards with, but yeah. I just run the Mac. Well, it runs into the Mac, yes, but it's through a mixer. We actually just bought a new one, an Allen and Heath 12-channel mixer. That's all good. I'm the one confused. I'm not one very tech savvy. I'm sure you are. Yeah, it's been fantastic so far. I just need to go through some more drops and make sure they're all set right. I mean, there's 2,200 of them, so it takes forever to go through and make sure they're all kind of even to even them all. So I've done so many already, haven't finished them all, but I'm really happy with the mixer, and it does what it's supposed to do, unlike the other one. So there is that. Well, because most streamers are just using like a little app on their fucking PC or whatever, just pulling up a separate page, and they probably just have a few, 10 or 20. I mean, that's why you use these machines. I'm telling you, I swear to you on anything. You name the sports team, you go there and go see their organist that, plays the organ. They'll play the organ. But any of this stuff that dun 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 dun, that's all on these machines. These very same ones. Okay, and why? Because these are industry standard. I mean, you watch Dan Patrick's show. The dudes on Dan Patrick, they're using it. You can see it. I can see it. I see Dan Patrick's shit. You see one there. He has the blue version, the newer version. Again, it's Dan Patrick. He has a lot of money. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're using one that was loaned to us by my friend, and the other one we bought for, I think it was like $900 used. 900 used. So that's just, really what it boils down to. These machines each one holds 50,000 drops. Now you just have to be cognizant of what you record them in and write them in as, so you can be quick to find them. And that's what the difference here is I'm the one that's programming these machines to what I want. So it's not like somebody sitting in my room who hears me say, okay, well, I was talking about this dude who farted the other day, and then he hits it, Since I say fart, he just really calls up the fart real quick. I know what I'm about to say, so I'm going to be quicker with it, and I know where to find it for the most part. So, yeah, I think that's really what it boils down to, And some people hate sound drops, some people like them. But It's just how it is. You know, I'm a little unorthodox to where I'll have it finish my sentences sometimes. You know, you'll ask me a question about something and I'll say,
I don't know.
Instead of saying, I don't know, I'll have him say, I don't know. Real quick. Real easy. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Oh. Yes. That is correct.
That is correct.
See, it's a little low even, I think. Let's see. Darth's a little low right there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Darth's a bit. Let's boost Darth up 5.
That is correct. That is correct.
A little more maybe. It's not that loud. Let's go to 23.
That is correct.
That sounds good. Sounds perfect. You went live with me? What? Talk about killer. Stay strong, killer. Stay strong, my man. You can do it. You can do it, man. My dad beat a bout of cancer. You can do it. It can be done. You gotta think positive. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Oh, Stinky doing drops? No, that was me. He's right here though. He is right there in all his glory. All his glory. We're having convo now. Oh man. Yeah, I'm still a little sick, Jonathan. It is what it is. I'm gonna bomb myself after this. It just doesn't want to go away. It's weird. Just lingers. Hopefully I didn't give it a stinks because he just sneezed. Yeah, I seen you sneeze. I love you. My baby's ringing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good-looking cat. I'll tell you that. That's a handsome cat. That's a handsome face. Oh, Stinky Pete. Oh, Stinky Pete. Oh, it's gonna bite. Yeah, he's a good boy. Sometimes when he's not digging in the trash. He likes to dig in the trash now like a dog. Oh, I feel the bites coming. Was in LA 3 weeks ago. Show was Tim. Picked up a crap cold. Yeah. Just that last bit of time. Plus people sneezing a lot too since it's springtime. You know, allergies kicking up. Good old allergies. I'll tell you what, you can see the pollen in the air sometimes over here. Like we have these pine trees up here and all the pine dust and all that shit comes off them. Fuck. You can literally see it in the air. It's wild. And then it cakes all over your car. Sucks. Fucking pine sap too. It's the worst. Still having coughing fits. Yeah, you know that's what I was talking to my mom actually about the other day on the phone. That you know it's weird how long the coughs kind of just linger on. And even here, it just you'd figure. I mean, fuck, I probably caught it last Sunday. Wake up, white people. So yeah, I mean, just figuring out. I know I was sick by Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I mean, just fuck. Monday, too. I mean, man, I'm already into it for 8 days almost. Yeah, these idiots play that shit sometimes on here. He's just trying to be him. See, it's weird how this shit works. Like, it's quiet as fuck. That whole time I was talking, it was on. Nobody was saying a peep. All of a sudden, one person comes on and says something, and then like 4 more come out of the woodwork. It's really odd, the dynamic, you know? Or they'll be talking and fighting, and all of a sudden it just stops. Like, nobody stopped it. It just, one will go away, and then the other one, and then it's dead quiet again. It's really weird. Right, Mello? Yeah, I've been that way too. The coughing sucks, man. Gotta have a lot of the NyQuil, you know, the cough syrup. Coat your throat there. It just gets so dried out, man. Yeah, I've been taking that and Coricidin because I find the ones that have, like, you know, for people with high blood pressure. So, because that shit raises your blood pressure, all that stuff. So I just need to keep it to where I can keep it low as possible. Thank you, Killer. We love you too, man. We love you too, man. That's why I wasn't smoking for a while. That's what I was telling you. And so now I'm smoking again, and I'm fucking faded because I'm telling you, in 3 days, you will lose almost all your tolerance. I don't give a shit how much weed you smoke. 3 full days of no smoking weed, and you come back to it, you're getting ripped again. Like, you're getting ripped. You lose the tolerance quick. It takes a while to build it, but it takes nothing to lose it. Wonder if it's that way with alcohol. Probably not. I mean, I have no tolerance for alcohol. Where you going, huh? Where you going? Can I pick you up, give you love? Can I pick you up and give you love? No? Oh, Jesus. These fucking idiots. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. And that's why ham radio is what it is. Alright, man. So, I'm gonna, I guess, get out of here, guys, because I'm faded. I got some cards to pack up. Stinks already ate, so he don't need to eat. He's right here. But, yeah, we'll be live tonight. It's a full moon. 8 p.m. Pacific time. Please adjust to your time zones properly. Other than that, I'll see you in a little bit. So, have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of it. Hopefully you can join us. If you can't, I totally understand. Enjoy your day if you can't. And we'll see you on the next one. But I will see you all on the next one, man. Shout out to you on behalf of Stink Bomb and myself. I'll see you guys at 8. Much love, everybody.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, you guys. And again.